A fine crimson mist.
Hi, this is Ross Bender with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Eclipse Phase. No evil. This is session 3. Caleb is running the game.
Quick fact: there's evil. Scenario is totally wrong.
Just a little evil. So when we left off, just to give everyone a refresher, Aaron was in the inner part of the Thought Tourist habitat. He had rescued his, devotee. He's rescued a AI named Augustine, and he's composed a fake narco algorithm that emulates awe, but not the real narco algorithm. The reason he's done that is because Katami Toyota, the scum drug dealer and only one left alive on the habitat as of right now, has her finger on a dead switch, and with explosives hacked to the edge of the hab, she will blow it up unless she gets the narco algorithm and is allowed to leave. But she's offering use of her ship if she can do that. Ross is with her. Tom, you have arrived there. You are with the uplifted Neo-Raven Vicar.
Yay.
Thaddeus, you have arrived. Jason, after narrowly surviving an attack by 4 robots seeking to kill you, you saved your corporate brother, and he has since moved a body in front of the bulkhead that connects to where...
I also killed the crazy psycho guy.
You just burned him.
I killed
melted him.
Ransom is dead.
I killed the guy with the trident.
You guys are the only guys left alive on the side of the
I saw that.
Yeah. What was his name? Muhammad.
Where's he going to go?
The corporate ghost opens up the bulkhead. You can barely see him. He's walking towards you, and then suddenly an earth-shattering explosion goes off.
Kaboom! An earth-shattering kaboom!
It's
technically it's a habitat shattering, and
it's deafening. You hear the last bit of the dead scum pirates loop of "Leave me alone, no backups. Leave me alone, no." And you hear a massive noise. You're deafened. It's extremely loud. All of you are knocked over. The habitat shakes greatly. And then you stand up. And everyone give me a perception check.
Visual?
Do I get the jump into
auditory. You are going to have to roll Fray.
Or free running?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Fray's dodging.
So it's free running when it comes to
Fray's dodging.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I will say you
49
only
out
take...
of 60.
incidental damage from it, so I'll say you only take 10, the plus part. I won't roll.
Okay.
So 10 damage.
Do you have any kinetic armor?
Yeah.
Subtract your kinetic armor.
Kinetic armor's 18.
He's wearing heavy armor, I guess.
You're wearing heavy armor? Okay. Yeah. Oh, what was that?
Oh, God.
You're
Tomato sauce.
You're seeing very wet.
Ball and
who made the perception checks?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Do I need to, too?
Was I the only fan?
No, you're too deafened. You're too close.
Good job, robot.
You hear a whining sound.
Stop whining!
Like a tire's been left
Oh,
out.
fuck.
Stop whining.
Get down!
Shit, I magnetized my shoes. Tell everybody, we're breaching the hall. And I yelled to the scum dealer, we just got all. One of my associates just got it. He's,
oh my god, what's happening? What was that?
It was a trap.
Blood? Oh my... Okay, I will say this. You have 3 turns. Violent decompression happens as the whole breach in the hull rips open further. Okay. It is on your side of the habitat. So the way it works is that here is the bulkhead. You are on this side. Everyone else is on this side. The bulkhead door, since it was up, is going to seal. And the grenade was on your side. So it will seal you in there, but you will be still exposed to space.
Right.
On space.
So you have 3 turns.
Free running?
It's going to be so you're not going to outrun decompression. It's going to be sometimes 3 to hold on. You've got 3 action turns to make it successful, or you get sucked out. And I'm going to say that. However, anytime you try and save something that's not you, you've got to make a fray check and remake your test. And still in the 3 action turns, okay? So I will describe what happens. This explosive decompression, you hear Bartleby say something, you don't quite catch it, and then suddenly you're in a hurricane. As all of the air in the habitat begins sucking out of a massive hole and equipment goes flying by you. It's deafening. You'll be fine because you're a gigantic arachno crowd. You are in the inner part of the pod and you can barely fit through the hole anyway.
Yeah.
So you make your sound times 3 tests, that's fine. But you see, along with everything else out of the room, the Burt computer cores that held the suicidal Augustines on it, you see awe begin to rip off of the wall where it is put. You start going flying towards the real awe, the gigantic case that holds the narco algorithm. You are skidding towards the hole in space already.
Magnetic boots.
You see your little bird friend.
No, he does not.
He catches the wings. Kitami instantly goes sliding away from you with the dead switch in her hand. And you see a number of cortical stacks from the dead people, which are supposedly infected with no evil, flying away from you. So, do you make a check to... You need to decide. Do you make a check to catch what you need to catch? Except for you, Jason. You just need to stay alive.
Bird friend is not going to die
Wait,
on
Tom
my
can try and
watch.
grab Katami too, right?
He has a bunch of arms.
Or is he the only in range of Vicar?
He's only in range of Vicar.
Okay.
And he will not die.
Because he came around from his knife fight with Ransom.
Okay.
So he's around there. So everyone can grab one thing. Jason, you just need to stay alive.
You're the one thing.
And
you grab.
you don't have your Moxie hasn't re-upped yet.
No, it's fine.
Grab yourself.
So decide what you're going to do, and then we'll roll.
I'm going to...
We'll have to do the semantic checks.
Hold on
no
to
matter
your
what,
ass.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make it no matter what,
Yeah.
but you can't make it this turn if you're grabbing something.
So I'm going to be grabbing for awe then. So
If I activate Neurokim, can then I do both in the same turn?
no,
I'll give you a bonus on the sound check, though.
because if nothing else,
No,
we still
I'm
need
grabbing
it
it.
as our bargaining
All right,
chip.
you're grabbing Vicar.
I guess I better stop the infected stuff from going out to space.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to stop all of it,
I'm gonna
but you
stop
don't have
some of
anything
it.
to study.
Yeah.
Like you haven't taken anything off the habitat
Yeah.
except for things you've seen.
Yeah.
Grab some of
I've
those.
seen things
Rub
I've
some
seen
science
with
on
my
it.
eyes.
All right.
And that's something that Tillman specifically told you to get.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grab.
Yeah, of course I'll grab Katami. I mean, she's the one with the pressurized ship, so...
All right, so that's your first action turn. You grab Katami's arm. That keeps her calm enough to keep from releasing the switch, but she is beginning to asphyxiate.
Okay.
As she starts going towards the hole.
Scrap the
You are
freaking
going
thing out of her
with
hand,
her,
man.
though. Her weight is pulling you.
Okay.
Your grab shoes aren't spec'd for that.
But I also have grip pads,
Straight up,
too.
like
Yeah,
cut her
well,
hand
yeah.
off and hold that like Dead Man switch.
You dive and grab a cortical stack, and then the cortical stack goes. You go right along with it as you're being sucked out. You hear Vicar screaming in his mesh voice because he doesn't have vocal cords.
Neither do I.
Oh my god!
Oh, you have a voice box.
You have a voice box. He's just panicking. You grab him by one of his claws as he's being ripped towards losing feathers. You manage to snatch Awe by the wires as it is being sucked down the ladder, and you give me a sound times 3 check.
Top 3.
Up 3, there you go. All right, so you're holding on.
Yep.
Next round. So here we go. You can all make your somatic checks to hold on.
Systematic times anything.
Times 3.
Oh,
It's somatic times 3.
What's my bonus for the Neurokim?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
I'll give you plus 10.
7.
So
nice.
you need to make a,
4.
I'm going to say coordination times 3 check. Because you
Seven
have
out
the
of 40.
corpses of all the
11.
people in the dorms,
7.
the corpses of the robots you
84 dice
destroyed,
related, so-
shrapnel,
How'd you
whatever
get
pieces of
Sometimes
Cody
3.
survived, all of them flying at
Oh my
you and
God,
trying to
you're
knock you
fucking
free.
G-Man.
So you have to dodge
powerful
while
man in the
holding
universe?
on.
They got
Most powerful spider.
18
in
out of
the same
16.
series.
11.
11. So you managed to
almost
hold
there.
on.
That's a crit, by the way.
Yeah. You got
He does
bigger.
get plus 10 from his spot.
Also, you draw him close to you.
no,
you
but you
hold
put-
his. You
Actually,
hold him in his
wait,
beak. You
into this
got him by
Yeah.
your beak
Okay.
now.
Actually, I grab a couple other arms around.
Yeah, you're on lock.
I are
You can
haunts on
assist
this,
if you
so.
need somebody now. What do you make?
Odd 7.
Rolling like bastard.
37 out of 40.
There we go.
My son was sin, but I busted. Boom!
84 out of 90.
84 and 90. All right.
I hope.
Oh yeah, you're in a tank. So you're fine. So last action
I am a
turn.
robot.
I'll say that you can hold on. Now, actually, I'm going to say sometimes 4.
Okay.
So you got a grip, but you still are being sucked out of a pressure ship. You need to make another fray check, and don't drop it. So roll, everybody.
Fray?
You need to roll sometimes 4. So don't. Actually,
13.
you make
This is
critical,
my
you're
lucky
fine.
day.
56.
34, so yeah.
All right.
Nope. 75.
Okay, you go sucking towards the hole in the hull.
Welcome to the glory
as you
hole.
get struck by a corpse. Or rather, it's not a corpse.
With a
It's a person
wet
silently
bum.
staring as they go out into space. Your vac suit's on, so you don't
Whatever's
get
coming out of there is
asphyxiated.
being wet.
But you need to make a free fall check to try and stop yourself.
I'm not going to. I just can't.
You can use some base chance.
You got base chance.
Hot 5.
Oh!
Stop yourself. There you go.
How about that?
God, you and your fatalistic.
Well, Jason would be the one who would be least affected by this because he get the same morphing gear back through his daydreams.
But you fire Hopper on your vac suit, and it keeps you from just flying into Venus's atmosphere.
Oh, that's not good.
The harsh, acidic atmosphere.
So the bulkhead closes. You drop temporarily, but the gravity is now screwed up on the habitat. You can see that the habitat, instead of spinning circular, is now starting to go along its axis because of the gas jets. So gravity just got really fun because you just had, however many psi of oxygen go out of a tiny little slit.
I don't care.
Grip pads.
Well, the other thing, you're going to be worrying about the other things that don't have mags.
Well, now there's G-forces running against you now.
Hit it.
So that- oh.
So
All of a sudden, sorry.
there's that. So Katami is asphyxiating to death in front of you. She does not have a vac suit on.
I give her my spare.
You have a spare vac
Yeah,
suit?
I bought 2 sets of armor, 1 combat armor and then 1 vac suit.
Yeah.
So-
That's what I gave Cody.
And they're like the
Now
size
my
of an
vac suit
orange.
is
You just
destroyed.
put them in front of you. So I
Okay.
give her that, and so she'll.
Okay.
Just give me
she
the
will
dead man
work
switch
on that.
while you put this on.
Yeah.
She's about to pass out as she puts it on. She doesn't have her arms in it because she's holding on to the detonator still. She was desperate to keep that close to her. You could try and wrestle it away from her.
No, I'll try. Tom, can you persuade her to give it to me? That we're trying to.
like-
we
it's
found
like,
all. and-
Damn woman! It's like, live and drop the detonator.
No, don't
Give
give
it to me.
Give it to him.
I'm going to. Oh my god!
Dude,
What?
I would have just cut her fucking arm.
I know, that's a good thing you're not in charge. So,
What? I don't even have a
do I have to
sword.
convince her of that?
Yeah, she's
I
not
would've
going to be
figured out a
convinced to give it
way.
up. It's her only bet off. She knows that you're going to kill
It would
her.
have been like 120.
I'm not!
You just shot her boyfriend in the head.
Well,
I didn't.
Oh, by the way, I'm not showing her my real face with my chameleon skin. I'll just put on some sort of fake appearance, just.
You
I'm
have a vac
Bob
suit
Hope.
on. It'd be hard to identify you.
It's like, I'm Bob Hope.
Thank you for that. Oh my God,
asphyxiation
we've got to
is
get
not
out of
good to
here.
go.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I think
Bring
we-
your
no.
ship. We have all. We'll get all.
Yeah,
we'll
where's
get
out
the
of
ship.
here? We have-
Everyone, we're leaving. Get the fuck here.
We have what we need. We have what you need. We can all go.
Your mesh interfaces light up. Orbit degrading. Alert. You've got minutes now instead of seconds as what will happen if
Vicar?
Katami lets it go off.
Vicar, you still with me?
Vicar is unconscious because he's asphyxiating to death.
Oh God!
Is there?
I don't. I only brought 1. Okay.
Since I have, I'm assuming that the station has
Oh, wait,
retros
yeah.
or anything to
I
kind
have
of
a vac suit
adjust
as
its
well.
adjust
That's
its
your
orbit.
vac suit.
What?
I'm assuming the station has
Did you
retros or
bought
any kind
two?
of
I
some
bought
or
two.
other
I
fires
actually
to
have
adjust
them.
its orbit.
Yeah, dude, I know
can I
I
activate
know what's
those to
gonna
try
happen
to
in this
stabilize
game.
the station a little bit?
You can try, but it's going to be
I
pretty
have, like,
difficult.
Okay,
So
what's the
I'll say
difficulty?
programming
smart
minus
watch.
30.
Actually, it's
Well,
smart
well,
back
well,
clothing, but whatever.
Actually, I have 2 of those.
All right, then you
See?
put Vicar inside of it. I mean, it's not built for a Raven, but
He's
he's
in
just
the
going to be in a helmet.
But yeah, it's like, okay, like, you good?
He's still unconscious. You don't know if he's alive or not.
Could my
Too bad you don't have medicine.
could possibly my muse
And there's
give
no
me-
way you can get into checking because he's in a helmet.
Or
could
So
my
you can see like
bird biology?
would it be possible to have my muse help me around and negate some of the negative
Well, I
on
can
that?
cut him open and get his cortical stab.
no, it's pretty bad.
That's
Okay,
our last.
I'll at least give the attempt. So
Yeah.
Let me just
You
cut him
really
open.
like doing that, don't you?
It's necessary.
nope, failed. So
Yeah, it's still degrading. Like I said, you have the realm of minutes to get off.
okay, so yeah, I'm just running now with the
yeah.
fake awe.
Okay, and where are you putting the real awe?
The real awe was
The big
out.
server that says AWE that you have in your hand.
Oh,
Okay,
I
don't
took
you have
the
a
real one.
storage compartment or something?
Yeah. You got,
Oh, I took the real. Oh, like with the seed AI. Yeah, I forgot about that. So.
No, you got that, but
Okay.
AWE was hardwired in the wall. Remember, everything's air gapped.
Oh, it was
Nothing's
on here.
wireless. So the server ripped off from the wall, and you grabbed it before it went sucking down the ladder and everything.
I have a storage compartment on myself, don't I? Or
I don't know.
Do you have it? It's a mod, I think.
oh yeah, then I
it's a
don't.
mod.
So
Okay.
Well,
well, I'll keep it with me at the
Wait,
moment.
can you scorch the words off it?
Possibly, but I don't know if I would damage it in the process of doing it though. Or
Oh,
how
shouldn't you need
are they
some
just
oxygen to
is
be
it just
able to do
etched
that?
on there or is it
It's painted on.
scratch it off then? See if I can. Actually, onto the side, make it look like it was scored and it damaged.
Okay. So you're coming down the ladder.
Or wait,
Yes.
too bad you don't have a fab or something. Or,
Yeah.
I have a
well, I mean, something we could use.
You plan it on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Or an
Carry with me always.
It's a little bit.
Wait, do you have a chameleon cloak? You could just wrap it. Do you have chameleon cloak?
I
mod?
have it built onto me. Yes. So
Can you strap it onto him and use the chameleon cloak to conceal it somehow? Like
that would be singular. That would be singular, and that kind of be.
You could just hug it to your chest,
Yeah.
but
I found this. It's mine.
Yeah.
Go away.
Wait, yeah. Grip tape it to your chest. Like
Just make it look
Drug
like a
mule.
component.
all right.
cram it in there. It will fit.
Yeah, we put a backup hard drive on him.
Look, I'm not putting something in my output. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Why you
yeah.
gotta be
I
so
guess just plug it
conservative?
to his chest. I mean, that would be the only thing I would recommend. I can think of. This chameleon wouldn't work unless you had a separate chameleon cloak you could wrap it up in.
Yeah, and I don't. So, Beliquin score the letters of awe off of it, and then just kind of keep.
Well, I'm
it.
not going to say you're going to be able. That's going to be a task action.
Is it okay?
I mean, you're going to have to etch futuristic metals. It's not easy. It's not like lead or anything.
Okay.
So yeah, you strap it to your chest. I'll say that. So you go down there. Just give me the arc rather. You can have the ship. I'll take yours, and we can go out of the way.
Okay. It's fine with me, I guess. Just get it over here.
Okay. So you hear her call it in. She is a long string of verification codes.
8976 Texas.
You are floating in space, Jason. What do you do?
magnetic boots.
Magnetic boots to what? There is the shuttle that they came in on, which is floating out.
Is he outside?
outside?
Yeah, he's
You're
outside
outside of the
He
Taurus.
pulled on and grabbed on at the side.
Yeah, so you can either go to the shuttle or you can stay on the Taurus.
I'll just
The
walk up.
shuttle is dangerously close to the Taurus habitat, which is spinning out of control.
Is that the shuttle that we're supposed to get on?
It's the only shuttle that you see.
Yeah, we're TACnet with him, so
Yeah.
he can. Just that would be the shuttle. That's the shuttle, right?
That's the shuttle you came in on. Her
Oh.
shuttle is waiting elsewhere,
Okay,
and she just called it in.
okay.
She had an inside man who got her past the.
Well, I'll
fence.
relay the waypoint where it's supposed to rendezvous with us. Like what section of the station she's calling it to, right?
Oh, she hasn't told you that.
Okay, I asked her where are you sending the station. One of our guys is on outside.
I'll send it to docking.
Okay.
You go there, and I'll stay here. Don't.
Why don't we all just get on the same ship? Then we can put you on our. I mean, our ship is depressurized, and that's just smart fat clothing. It doesn't have enough air for the whole thing.
I'll be fine. You leave me here. You go on your ship. That's the deal.
This is gonna blow us up, man.
Wait, no. Oh, so we're going back on the ship we came.
You
in.
go to the docks and you get her ship because it's.
Well, we go to the
pressurized.
docks and we go.
And she
get
said
in-
you just leave her alone.
We go to the docks and we get in a ship that she has control of.
Yeah. What?
I love this plan.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
That's what I was thinking.
I think that this is a brilliant move. Instead of
Look, your ship's depressurized. Bohemi told me that already. There's no way you can burn out of here because there's no heat shielding. I'm in no rush. I can go on a low level burn. I'm just going into another habitat. You guys seem like you're in a bit of a rush. So you take my ship and we call it square, okay? And we forget this ever happened.
Tom, do you have kinesics? Could you?
I do.
Well, actually, we can all make a kinesics check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it.
I can't.
By
Oh, wait,
five.
no,
I
I'm
can
looking through your
try at
guys'
15.
eyes.
Yes.
Made it by 5.
no, do not make it.
Hey, I made it by 1.
You're not even there.
I'm looking through their eyes.
Oh, yeah, attack that.
Woo! PC high five.
So 3, you see her closed demeanor, other than just her injury. She doesn't trust you. She's not planning on fucking you, but if she gets on a ship with you, you have her stack. You have Bohemi's stack. You can do whatever you want with it. And you're psychopaths, as you've proven. So she doesn't want anything to do with you. So,
Self-defense.
so he didn't even fire
He actually did fire on Aaron.
after you shot him in the head.
No. He shot. That's what triggered me firing on him. He fired something at Aaron.
He did fire on
He
me.
fired a single
After
bullet at the
Aaron
giant
tried to-
robot.
He fired first.
After he disarmed the trap, he shot
not-
Aaron with 1 bullet, so I had to unload my
not
clip on him.
So,
Which is a perfectly
she doesn't
reasonable
trust you.
response.
She's not lying per se.
Okay.
You also realize
first.
among your kinesis checks that you have master AI hacker, and that whatever defenses she has could probably be quickly subverted on this ship.
Okay. I mean, she was right. I mean, physically, it's the only ship that we right. I mean, she's right in the sense that physically, it's our only way off.
So we
right?
chance it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can use the shuttle as just shelter,
Yeah.
and an RIF emitter, so you get rescued. But you can't really do a burn, or you're going to burn.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's do it then.
Okay, yeah, let's do
Through a
it.
hive mind though, through a hive mind, is she still demanding the algorithm?
Yeah, here, I'll get the dummy
Oh,
one.
yeah,
I'll
she-
come and get the dummy one from you and
So I'm
bring
on
it
my
back.
way, so-
Yeah, don't come near here.
So you give her the algorithm,
The fake
and
one.
you go to the docks. That's the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand that off
Yeah,
to
I'll
Thad.
just come up, get
Well,
that,
he
come
can
back
just
with it.
transmit the fake algorithm to him, right? Or how big is a file? I mean, whatever.
I figure we just give her the hard drive so it looks official.
No. We don't want to do that.
No, the fake one that he made.
Yeah,
Oh, he made a fake hard
Yeah,
drive.
because there are two.
Okay.
There are two
Yeah.
hard drives. There's
It's just I want to go and get it from
Okay.
him so he doesn't come near and be
Okay.
like, why has he got a hard drive?
All right,
there's
everybody
no-
else, go to the docks. So.
All right.
Yeah.
What's strapped to your chest?
No, that's why I went to meet him elsewhere.
no, yeah, she
Oh,
doesn't
you
see
met
me.
him. You didn't go down the ladder.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
So you give it to her.
Yeah, I give her the
Yeah, I hand
Alright.
her
the fake one.
Roll a deception.
Oh,
God, I
Give
hope
it
this
to her.
thing's good.
Wait, he rolls the deception?
Whoever gives it to her,
Dude,
rolls
let me
deception.
give it to her.
I made it.
Never mind. He's awesome.
48 out of 60. You're the man. 48 out of 60.
Okay, you're
She
gonna
does
lie.
not. Okay.
Hello. I'm a
Never
perfect-
happened. I never met you.
I'm
you
a
never met
legitimate
me.
businesswoman. Okay.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the
can't do that
docks.
with
Yeah.
Orbit is decaying.
Oh, we'll find a way.
Yeah.
You see that? So you
Not getting
open up the
killed
dock. The
is
ship
great,
is
but
there.
it's still a good
It's
feeling.
a
How
plasma
good.
rocket shuttle ship. It's called the Bad Trip. It's very unclean. You know, there's empty bottles and needles and stuff floating around in it. It's a scum shuttle.
This is horrible.
But it does work.
in
And as far
Check
as you
it for
can-
traps.
Check it for
check it for traps.
Perception.
Would that be perception
And
or
I'm looking into
investigation?
the, I'm looking
That's
into the AI,
Ooh, I'm good at that too.
and I'm hacking
I do
into
have
the
a T-ray
into the-
emitter, so
into
I
these
can
chip
see
systems to make sure
I
there's
have
no surprises
X-ray
for
vision.
us.
25 to perception, which is
Damn it!
under it by a lot.
I screwed that one. So
Do
You
you,
don't
have
see anything.
do you have Moxie left?
no,
No.
Oh, of course.
we're screwed. Anybody else good at programming?
Is it InfoSec?
It's just InfoSec, yeah.
I can.
Klaxons.
I can give it a pass.
From the station or the ship?
From the station.
Okay, good.
No, it's not good.
No.
You're spinning wildly out of control.
Yeah, can we should probably not be here.
Help. What do we need the infosec check for?
It was just checking the ship to make sure there were no surprises for us.
I mean, we can all have our muse to it if nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say the ship's fine.
All right.
Yeah, let's
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
go.
Who has the highest pilot spacecraft?
Me.
All right.
Okay, she rolled a 33 on her understanding narco algorithm check. Oh, fuck. So as you pull out, you see the other part of its research A blow, and there was a massive amount of explosion. It's very quiet, but it's very loud at the same time. You feel the vibrations as what's left of the atmosphere and various pieces of metal hit your shuttle. And it's very bright, but, pop. It's an explosion in space. The habitat starts spinning wildly out of control. So who's driving?
Bear's driving.
Jason.
Am I there yet?
Yeah. I told him to rendezvous at the dock.
Yeah, we gave you
you were at the docks.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I can make
Robot dancing.
Yeah. You just
Also-
walked over there.
So who's driving?
He is. He has the highest pilot.
Give me pilot spacecraft to.
I do have pilot spacecraft trained. Can I assist? Give him a plus 10.
50.
Yeah, like, oh god, watch out!
Yeah.
As the habitat.
Plus 10 to your, I think it's plus 10 or plus 20.
Question: is the mesh still active on the station, or is that officially down now?
Oh no,
My
it's
spacecraft's
way
at
Okay.
50. So
Well, then 60 or more.
let's see here. Big money.
Well, no, that's also one of the things I wanted to go for too.
No
because
whammies.
it's- yeah. Do
Well, I think Jason still has.
you have Moxie left still, or
No,
I do, but
That does not help.
you can't gift.
Well, you assist is plus 10, so roll that. So it's your skill plus 10.
95.
Oh, God.
we're gonna die.
Okay, so you try and get out of the way, but one of the pod arms hits your rocket booster. You don't decompress, but you're going home on one headlight, basically. You're spinning out of control. Whoa! It's a pretty crazy fun adventure. There's you get hit in the face with a bottle full of something yellow. You don't know how long they were.
Probably just urine.
It's disconcerting.
Gotta blow bolts.
So you're spinning wildly out of control, but you manage to get out of the habitat range as it starts going down hard.
Can we see if the other shuttle is being destroyed as well?
You can do that. You have enhanced vision?
Yes,
Yeah.
so do I.
All right, so I want to make you roll for it. You see a shape. It appears to be on the other shuttle, and the shuttle is fine. It's crawling out of it, and it kicks away. The shape looks very similar. It looks like Katami.
Yeah.
She is depressurized. Her vac suit is open, but she no longer has the detonator. She also doesn't have Bohemian stack. The ship goes flying off in another direction out of the kill set interdiction, and before she asphyxiates to death, you see a very bright light from her head, and it's gone. She's decapitated herself, what appears to be an emergency farcaster.
Oh shit!
She wanted the ship to get Bohemian stack out of there,
Not for a second.
and she just farcasted herself. Cool. The stack's not going to be affected by the burn.
If she can find it.
She programmed the ship where to go.
Oh, she put it
on the ship, set it off,
Okay.
and it was inside her suit, so she had to depressurize the suit to do
Okay.
that.
There's a chance she can find us in the
And she
future.
farcasted. She's-
I was kind of hoping, like, well, if she blows the ship up, we don't have to worry about her knowing what we're doing. But damn it!
She is clever.
Not clever enough to not be tricked for a little
Not
while.
clever enough to not be tricked. She didn't roll that success would look
Yeah.
deceptive. She got critical.
Surely that's not going to come back.
No, that'll never come back. So I will say you putter towards Gerlach.
Okay.
And now we'll do res points because Eclipse phase is weird and it makes you do it at the end of story arcs instead of sessions.
I mean, we could have house ruled that, but yeah, it's up to you.
But no, it's fine. So everybody gets 4 res points instantly. You got a cortical stack,
Yes.
so I'll say you got 1. I'll say you get 1 for saving Vicar.
Oh, he's alive.
He's alive.
Bird,
He's
bird
just not
pilot.
feeling
Bird!
well.
Bird is the...
I'll say that you get 1
For the
for awe, and you get 1 for
think of that
sea
song?
down.
Okay.
That's good.
Yay.
Now, in terms of rep or any scores, that depends on what you do with it. But in terms of res points, I'll give you 2 for that. Jason, you get 1 for surviving, having the most free fall and no free fall skill.
Yeah, jumping through space without
Like an
any...
Xbox
You
achievement.
spent more time in space and had no reason to be there. And
You're the
And
best
I
at
killed the guy.
You're the best at space?
I killed Ransom.
yeah, you killed lots of people. And Bartleby, I'll say you get 1 for
Being a crazy bastard.
the crazy bastard.
Yeah.
I did save Katami so she long enough so that she could get us the ship.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
All right.
So
I'm
five,
sure
everybody's at 5, and Aaron
had a
at
nice,
6,
pleasant conversation
and then you
with a
guys can
childhood
nominate
friend.
if you want over the past 3 sessions. I know it's hard to remember over 3 sessions.
let's see. The
Ross,
first session was
I'm
for-
sure that when you next encounter her, she's going to remember that you technically kept her alive long enough to do that.
Well, she doesn't know who I am yet.
She knows we gave her a fake, though.
She knows I'm a crazy sociopath. But she
I
doesn't-
introduced mymyself, Ross.
I know Aaron already
Well,
got
that's
like
true.
stuff for
Well,
the
Bohemian's
CAI
going to remember you now, too.
I really
and
like
he's
the
seen all of your
interaction.
faces because the stat got off.
when it was calling you
Who
master.
was the, oh, yeah, he was the bouncer.
That was hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
When somebody asks you if you're a god.
All right, let's see. The first session we were in Burlock and we got on the Amnesia Express. Aaron should get 1 res point for fucking up the hacking. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
Led back for that.
Having the 9 lives greeting squad.
yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
All right, so you're at 7 now.
I really thought
I'll house rule and say we can go to 8.
Okay.
I really thought Ross's whole
obstructing
interaction
justice.
with his childhood friend was pretty great.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was for one.
That's good.
So
I
let's
talked to the corporate chick.
see.
She did.
Who's the corporate chick?
At 9 lives.
Oh, the cartel leader.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was just pretending to be corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I'll give you points for that.
All right, so let's see here. Then session 2, we were actually on the station. Let's see here. I made a friend. I rescued somebody.
I take
The
someone.
crazy bioconservative terrorist. That was it.
Oh
Yeah, Julius.
He's
yeah.
really dead.
He did well.
Yeah.
His ransom played in his intestines.
I help people, and I helped the lady. She wanted to die, so I was just there to assist her. So,
Why did they come to me to die?
why
did they come to me to die?
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
I still think it's funny that
What else did everybody do on that? What did you do? I can't remember.
I didn't do anything. I just sat around and ate your food and drank your drinks.
Oh, damn.
Speaking of which.
Tom talked to.
There were a lot of people at the table.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you're up.
I say Jason should get a point for having to deal with Cody.
Yeah, that's fair.
We love you, Cody.
I'll grant it.
We're getting fired into space.
Aaron for fucking up being a god.
Oh, yeah, that was...
that's what I said. That was awesome.
All right, Aaron, you're maxed.
I'm
now.
actually at 8, so.
Yeah, I think Aaron does deserve that.
Then let's see.
He had
here.
the most moments.
Look, I'm more of a social animal, and this is more of an action trip. So I'm fine with not getting a lot of things.
I am a social animal, literally.
That's true.
Oh. Yeah. That's all I can think of. Unless,
All right, that's how many res points you have.
well, that I can think of.
What res points can be used for is on page
It's 152.
152, and I'll say, even though the adventures continue immediately,
for buying the book.
shit got so real that you are just, realizing you got to bring your A game, so you could spend those res points now if you need to.
Okay.
If you spend them on credits, I'll say you call in favors.
Hey, you want to play some?
If you spend them on skills, I'll say you figured you really need to focus on a skill.
Hey, middleman.
Might be buying some.
You want to play
free fall.
some? Want to
Be a
play some
good
Galaxies
idea.
of Warcraft?
Do I?
Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of free fall. How about that?
Gonna be free falling.
So yeah, it's on 154.
No, I got it. 152.
152. Sorry.
Hey, Tom, can I
Yeah,
sell
they
you a book for
spend
a second?
basically like character points.
So I can get
3 points of free fall.
I think Thad and I are the only two who don't know.
Hey, perfectly legitimate
I thought
business
you
woman.
got 6.
I have a PDF.
What's your
Got it.
free fall?
You want to play some Galaxies of Warcraft with
one
us?
skill point.
For 61 through 99. So you can get 6 points.
It's updated.
That's
I was gonna get bombed and watch
Okay.
porn XPs, but okay.
yeah, 26 now.
I got a brand new Oceans DVD. Of,
I still have room
Ocean
for
Life.
one size slide, so I
I'm
can
gonna
get one
get a
of
little
those.
crazy with it.
I'm not sure which one I'll get.
All right,
Parts
so
of
you're on a
Fairhaven
slow
are
ship
quite
back to Gerlach.
Yeah.
You're still in a mesh range. I'll say you can use the time to examine what
That's how
you've
you lose
got.
points with people.
You already know that no evil somehow affects both the stack and the mind of the victims. You know it's somehow a nano virus. You suspect that DSMO, the clear substance you found, is the way it's delivered. And you know that it cuts people off some sensory information. You found trace elements in stool and blood of victims, and you don't know what it's to, but elements that should not be there. And you've noticed some sort of damage on the outside of the habitat that looks like it's been scored into an area.
Well, yeah, we couldn't date that though. We didn't know when that happened.
Yeah, you didn't have time to really check when that happened.
The whole place blew up. And
We also know. Let's see. There's the oversight. That was 3 months ago. They visited the place.
Well, you picked your plot thread and I've written it up.
Yeah,
so
I'm
you are
just-
investigating Gerlach right now. I won't let you forget the other plot thread.
Fuck you, Ross Payton.
I'm just listening what
No,
they
I haven't
are.
even looked at the plot to it.
Well, there was an
also
oversight shuttle came 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yelena was really looking hard into the Neo-Synergists,
Yeah, the Nimbus people.
which are a hive mind located on Octavia.
Yeah.
Well, they don't call themselves a hive mind, but they're a hive mind. And there is the fact that Lam Kong Dung, the Nine Lives leader, was on the name. She was named on the fabricator for Augustine.
They named names.
So that she was to be contacted for maintenance. It specifically says, for service, contact Lam Kung Dang of Gerlach for transport to C9 manufacturer.
Yeah. So that's why I was wondering, like, hey, let's go check out that show. Okay.
So, yeah. But I will say this. Anybody can give me, who has hardware implants or psychosurgery, can give me a check on the stack that Thad recovered.
All right. Yes, you just put it down.
I'm helping.
I'm a legitimate businesswoman.
19. I make it.
Hey, I pulled the trade off real well, okay? I'm
Okay.
useful.
You see that the stack is damaged. Unlike the stack that Yelena was put back into from her backup, when she couldn't see anything and just parts of her mind were missing, the stack was working perfectly, but the information wasn't all there. Mm-hmm. This one has parts of the stack scored out of it. It's just sand. The diamond inside the case has been taken apart on a molecular level. The stack appears to be in working order. Other than that, the one-way communicator from the this is from a cyber brain. The one-way communication so that stacks can't be hacked is still working in order. It seems perfectly fine. It seems to be receiving information from the cyber brain, but the ability to perceive that information in the stack itself, all the sensory bits are turned into
dissolved
sand.
itself.
It's dust. So somehow the stack got compromised within the person. It's very similar to a diamond cracker nanovirus.
Wow.
But targeted specifically to those areas?
Okay.
Specifically,
What are the
those
areas that are targeted? Like, what were they?
the ability to decode sensory information of any kind, sound,
okay.
light.
Everything that you need to lose to be
Kinesthetic
trapped in
sense.
a void of pure thought.
Yes.
Wow. So
It's a sensory deprivation check.
Okay.
The person's probably still in there in that stack. Once you turn it back on, they will be resuming living in a...
Screaming craziness.
They won't be able to tell that you turned it back on.
Right. Wow, that really sucks for them. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll turn this over to Firewall so they can have more.
And that's what you guys need to decide before you get in Gerlach. I'll say you're docking now. You need to debrief with Tillman. Anything you bring up to Firewall is going to have orders for it and an idea of what to do.
Yeah.
So you need to decide your TACnet. So everybody knows about Augustine and AWE.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're going to do with the stack. And here's the way it works. You discovered a certain amount of evidence of how the virus works.
Okay.
You can either take a tax action in the realm of weeks, and you roll, and depending on your margin of success, that gives you a certain number of bits of information about the virus.
Okay.
And then, or you can give it over to Firewall, and they'll put a think tank dedicated to your evidence, but they'll work slower.
And they might not
So
necessarily
you'll get
tell
one
us
big,
everything that they know.
you'll get one
Yeah.
bit of information per session.
So,
So you either risk it for a big gain at once, which you can use to help your investigation, or you give it to Firewall to get a steady stream of information.
I would trust myself more with investigating.
That's a
it.
metagame.
Well, it depends on what skills we need to research.
For
it further.
skills, nanotechnology, hardware implants, psychosurgery, all would be, or nanodrugs or poison would all be useful. Or nanoviri.
Okay. I only have
Psychosurgery.
psychosurgery. That's the only skill I have out of all of them.
But I have nanotechnology though, so
Well, it's up to you. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to get the information. It's just a matter of
Regardless.
when and how you...
Yeah,
everybody has your Moxie back, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't spend any.
Do
If I
something,
still have
Dad.
pencil.
Jeez. Anyways,
Go run around.
Pencil.
I'm going to. Well, like the stack is just psychosurgery or psychosurgery and hardware implants. Those are.
I was saying all of those will help.
Okay.
So if you have any of those, you can assist to the research action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to, since I have the academics now technology, we can take a look into it together.
Well, I'm saying we should turn over the evidence that
You're going to turn all over the evidence, but it's a matter of who they're going to trust to research it.
I see. Yeah.
You can ask to do it yourselves, and they'll be fine because they want to contain this as much as possible. The less people who know, the better. Or you can ask to bring in professionals. Who will basically be
well, I mean, the only thing we only have 2 of the skills of the 6 skills listed.
So
I'd
what
say
are we all
professional.
gonna-
I mean, as
Are
much
we
as
going
it
to keep
take
anything
long.
from Firewall? I mean, like, are we just
I'm-
going to debrief and give them the whole run? I mean, that's-
I would give them. Well, my character trusts Firewall implicitly, so.
I mean, I have no problem. I don't know what all took place. I was in the other part of the ship.
Well, we can give you an XP of what
You
happened.
got TAC now.
yeah,
so
so
you can watch-
everything is
Once
shared.
you
You can
plug into
YouTube it.
TACnet, you know.
So, but for the other things, like Augustine, you can give that to Firewall. That's a reputable word. You could sell it to a hypercorp for money. You could do the same thing with the narco algorithm. The criminals,
I think
you know
we
they want it.
destroyed the seed AI.
You could open source it on the mesh. Everybody get high on religious epiphany.
Oh God, does anybody?
You are free to do whatever the hell you want.
Do
Now
you share that
everything
much,
brings
Aaron?
everything brings rep
Yeah, he
ups
was
and
plugged
rep
into
downs.
I was playing
But it's up
TACnet,
to you.
so we're aware of what this AI is and what it can do.
You
not like
you
the
talk to it. You have no idea what it is.
No, all we know is what the narco algorithm does. You don't know what the AI does.
Honestly,
because
I
it's hot.
say we give the narco algorithm the Firewall because that's the one I'm afraid of could be a potential vector for this thing.
Agreed.
So I just think it's too dangerous to throw on the open market.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
one's
not
the narco
crazy.
algorithm?
So
And you
That's
give
the
Augustine to
that's
it
the
or
one that
not?
gives you originals.
That's fine.
Yeah, what are we
I
doing?
think we need to destroy the seed AI.
Tom,
No.
you got anything to say about this?
You're going to take a motivation hit if Augustine gets destroyed.
And I will not allow that.
Because you don't know if it's seed AI. It could be an AGI. It could be an AI.
Yeah,
You have no idea.
this is a digital life form. That's like, and I will not allow one of my own kind to perish.
I let people of my own kind perish all the time.
yeah, he
In
did
fact,
that.
I help them.
He did that just the other day with a bunch of shots to the
There's
head.
nothing wrong with that.
You biologics are far more prolific than I.
Well, that's
Well, it's no.
So we don't know.
it's not a matter of
seed AI, we
proliferation.
don't
It's
know what
just
it
a
is.
matter of when
You don't
it's
even
done.
know.
We totally proliferated.
I don't
today,
trust
didn't
it.
So yeah, role play this out. You're walking to go see Tillman.
I say the narco we give to him. You can keep the AI as long as we
You don't just plug it
establish
into a mesh.
Well, no,
yeah,
I-
definitely we need to establish some kind of protocol that it's not again a vector, some sort of air.
Also, I
gap
mean,
thing.
it
Like,
worships him. I don't think anybody else will get anything out of it.
well, that's true.
Without this, but I
Until-
would like.
Although,
Until it
if you
attains
make
enough
question-
sentience to go and kill the
if
entire
you make
world.
itself question its.
Not all
Faith in
AI
you at
are
all,
ti-
it'll just
are
kill
titans
itself.
in waiting.
I mean, we've only got one chance to. You basically only got one chance to figure this thing out because if it questions you again, it'll just commit suicide.
True.
Well,
Well,
what
I'd
if
like
it-
to.
Can
I'd
you
like to.
disable that? Can you like set up some like no, you will not die?
Oh, also what it was hooked up to before was air gapped, so we should probably be
No,
really careful
killing
what we hook it up
wrong.
to.
Suicide is a sin in the
Yeah.
eyes of the god.
Sure.
Yes.
No,
So
if you're
no,
going back
I
by
think.
old
I mean, I
Christian
understand
sentiment.
your
Actually,
fears with
it's
this
just whatever you
AI
kill.
being too powerful. But if we put it in deliberately limited hardware, so it can't one fry itself or two jump, a gap somewhere. So if we air gap it and put it in some
Yeah,
sort
if you
of
want to
secure
keep it, you're going to
environment,
have to build a place for it
then
to
you
live.
can play with it.
Understandable.
Perhaps there's vital information in that AI knows that we need in order to solve this. That's. I mean, we don't know.
You don't think the scientists back on Earth thought of this too? Try to put some measures in place to not allow
Wait a
it to
second, did
gain
you plug
more
it in
and
and
more.
then unplug it, or did you make a new one and run?
I plugged it when I made the
No,
new
the second one he survived.
Yeah, the second one survived because I plugged it back in. I
And then you
told it to
unplugged.
download
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
okay.
it's fine.
So it's imprinted on it.
That's like measure. That's like
Like,
measures
it
of
still loves
information are far more advanced than what was on Earth at the time when the Titans came about. You feed into your own limitations, which is fairly pathetic.
Well, my understanding of ancient Earth history, which I rolled a 78, but I'm
Ooh.
going to lie about
I know Earth
it,
history.
is that they were very impulsive and not very controlling or very secure about them, and that's why they grew too powerful too quickly because they didn't air gap them. So if we can be more cautious this time, and besides, we needed to solve that virus, the thing that we were all nearly killed by. That thing. We need to stop that.
We need as much
True.
information on that as we can get.
So yeah, you can play along with it, but you'll have to keep. You should keep an eye on it. How about that? you'll be the auditor to make sure it stays in control.
He is biased. I refuse to go under his directive.
No, he'll just be the auditor. So he'll just be the one making sure that you don't.
And as a group, we'll make a final call if we need to.
Yeah. So.
I would honestly
checks and balances.
Hey, Tom,
we've got two polarized perspectives on it. We'll find a middle ground.
Actually,
Ross needs a point.
What was your character's name?
Preston.
I would much prefer if that's like Preston. Well, it's like or one of the other members would be in a supervisory position. I feel like gain an opposing opinion from him at any given.
But
point.
it's an opinion that you can't
Victor's
see.
now awake and furiously pecking his helmet.
Hey, what's
Just
up,
how
man?
old are you?
Thank you so much. I thought I
I
was a goner
survived
back
the fall
there.
of Earth.
Hey.
I know exactly what happened when
We're in it
the
together,
AI
man.
ran
No
the
problem.
profits.
Hey,
That's like
you're the
that's
pilot.
I have access to events of
funny
that time and
thing.
experience.
The
What do you
difference
know about your
between
boss?
knowing
How
what's
to
happening
find
and
her?
actually being there.
What boss?
The woman, what was her name? Meta character?
Cam Lam Dong.
Cam Lang Dong.
So Cam Lam would be
Kim
the
Lam.
surname.
Yeah.
And Dung would be the name. So.
Okay.
So she. I don't. I just get hired out by vocational limited every once in a while. I'm an independent. I wouldn't work for a human full time.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking.
I totally know, man.
I see.
Well,
Well,
I'm actually the boss of this group. Did you know?
well,
that?
as you can see,
It's
we-
apparent to me.
Yes.
We have some concerns we'd like to voice with that particular company, and anything you'd tell us about them would be helpful.
They just would hire me piecemeal. It'd be really random. I guess I didn't have a dedicated shuttle pilot because I didn't go enough. The last trip I made before you guys was, I don't know, 7-8 months ago. For about AF5, I was going every other week, sending crazies out there. God, they did so much to my seats.
Well,
Now my whole shuttle's gone. Damn.
Was that your shuttle? Did you own it?
Yeah, I ran a piecemeal out there. They demanded the name.
Was it insured?
No.
Listen, my
Well,
friend.
if we clean up the other one.
We can help you with this
Let's
situation.
make a deal. You see, probably I don't know if you know this, but we believe that we're pretty much sure that they're a front for the 9 Lives cartel. You know how they operate, don't you?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Listen, I can help us out. I can help you. I have contacts in many corporations. I can probably get you a new shuttle and a much higher, better job.
No. He should be working with us for now because it's likely that the 9 Lives cartel will suspect something's wrong when you didn't return with the shuttle, and they'll probably assume something's wrong and want to silence everyone who's connected to it, and kill you, space you, throw your stack away, just delete your backups.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You see, we're here and we did survive, so
What do you need from me?
Well, you see this fine vessel that right here, the
That's now
bad
ours?
trip.
That's now ours.
Yeah, the one with all the stains in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to completely
Could
take
you
that out.
clean this up and change its registry and all that other stuff? And we'll pay you something, but you get to keep the vessel, of course, because.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
I'll burn the rep to get it clean. I'm not doing that with my beak. That's disgusting.
No.
Primates, you
we
just
wouldn't
throw
even
your
get-
fluids
Hey,
everywhere.
a beak is not for that.
I actually made my kinesic checks. Is he telling the truth? Is he sincere in his?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a
stand-up bird.
He's going to get a shuttle to replace himself. I mean,
Birds don't
he's a
just
bus
let
driver
their fluids
basically.
fall.
He's a professional bus driver, so
Bird
he
is
needs
the
a
one.
shuttle.
So he's
So the
gonna
main thing is discretion
Least
is the main
bus
thing
driver
right
I've
here.
ever met.
Being quiet because we don't want the 9 Lives cartels to get wind that we're back because they're violent people. They're not very.
Well, it's been 2 days, and I had to check in every time afterwards.
yeah. So
I'm pretty sure they're already. If they're 9 Lives, they're already probably. up
Listen,
and
my
running.
friend.
right, but you don't want to alert while you're fixing up the shuttle that you're back. If you have a fake.
Oh, I'll fix it up somewhere else.
Yeah.
I will be flying away
Yeah,
presently.
That'd
Okay.
be a good move.
Listen, my friend. Right now, you're under the umbrella of our organization, and we look after our own.
What's that?
The reality TV show that he does,
Yeah.
the XP.
Wow, you guys are a really intense reality show.
Hey, reality's
Well,
intense, man.
the viewers
We
out
just
there
film
want
it.
something better than normal.
You
They want something more
my,
intense.
is that
He
my,
has a plasma rifle.
you
Yes,
see,
exactly.
You see, my viewers expect a certain panache from me.
Yes.
And I deliver. You see, and the best way to do that is to have a dedicated team of professional muckrakers, if you will, with me, and that's what they do.
I'll make some muck.
Okay. All right,
Especially
yeah.
like he said. In fact, we call him Mr. Plasma Rifle, among other things.
Well, I guess I can't wait
I don't
to
know if I've
see
talked to him
the
directly.
show. I don't watch a lot of human vids, but I guess I'll give viewers a chance.
It's like human vid, really.
Yeah, it's they're.
Wow. Well, the thing is, I don't know how much.
I don't
of this will actually
understand
make
their romantic intrigues. You know, when they spin the whole will they won't they thing.
Oh,
Why doesn't he
God,
just
that's
peck her until she submits? It doesn't make sense.
Well, why does he just fill one of his
I give
arms?
Vicar a point.
Because we don't like it when they do that.
Why don't they just fill one of their arms with sperm and detach it and send it into the female?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
I know.
I understand in human culture there are charges involved.
They always go the long way around the nest.
I'm gonna.
half of our team is not human.
I will commend you to my friends, Preston. You'll always have fellow Mercurials on your side.
It's like,
Oh,
now
and don't
you-
breathe a word about this to anyone. You never knew. Who.
Oh no, well I'll just tell them to watch the show.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, of course. We have to
But you
stick
know, if
together.
you're on for secrecy, you probably shouldn't broadcast.
Oh, no, I mean, it'll be edited.
We have to have pass. Well, it has to go through legal first, so I don't even know how much of this is going to make it on the air.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were a part of it, my friend.
I'm proud. I'm proud to say that. So can
Show the
I go
gloves that
now?
blew up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Please let us know if there's any trouble.
Okay, I will.
We can be very persuasive.
I'll even
I noticed.
I'll even give him some cash, dude, just to send him on his way.
He can't carry it.
He's
Oh,
burned.
you're downloading credits.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who cares?
He
actual
PayPal's him.
You PayPal.
Really?
So Vicar
Really?
flies off.
Come on.
Okay,
man.
so I'll say you get +1 at rep for saving Vicar because he's an independent.
Yeah.
All right, so you go.
I have one at.
Boss. You go
I've
to
got
an
50.
apartment. Space is very limited on Gerlach, as everywhere in space. It's supposed to be a group apartment. You see on the
Space.
the
The final
intercom, basically the space doorbell, that there are 15 names listed on the spine. And you go inside, but there's nobody there. You see a holographic projection. It's Alice in Wonderland or Tillman again. He's been waiting for you. Where have you been? The habitat was reported as down almost a day ago.
Tillman is Alice.
Oh, well, sorry, Alice. The rabbit hole is very deep this time.
What? Oh, yeah. What happened?
What the fuck?
We limped home on half a shuttle.
exposition at this point.
Well, let me show you some of the highlights. Me freeing Julius, me killing the doctor, slitting her throat, then the station, then shooting the dude in the head, and then blowing the station up. So,
All right, there's a drop box in this room. I'll need a download of XP from each one of you. I think we'll re-sleeve Muhammad on a different mission. He doesn't seem quite suited for this type of work. And I will need anything you collected off the station in the drop box now.
so okay, but if we give him the XPs, wouldn't he know about the AI?
Well, that's why we asked him if our
You can edit
AI
it.
actually.
Yeah,
You can edit your XP before it goes on.
Okay,
Yeah, then editing Augustine out of mine. So
Okay.
Well, that means we all have to edit it.
We'd all have to edit because we all were a tactical nut.
Well, I'll say that you can do it.
They're separate feeds. I mean,
I'll say that you can do it because of the explosion. You'll just use the explosion as the resync up point for the TACnet because he found it very shortly before
Yeah, everything was
the
hell.
explosion. It would take a pretty clear analysis to know.
Yeah.
So you can edit the XP. That's fine.
Okay.
Are we sure we want to do that?
Do we all have to
Firewall, that's like Firewall will dissect it, and I would rather give it. That's like get see
You know,
the
no,
information it contains.
we should tell them.
Yeah,
we should, and then ask to let him operate.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
you're
the
an
only one who
expert.
can use it because it's imprinted on him.
Yeah,
He
because
thinks of him as God.
otherwise there's no reason not to tell them
So-
because they can't do anything with it if they
So-
Well, you
yeah.
tell him you found it, but you think it's something else. You
Yeah.
don't have to mention seed AI,
Yeah, we don't have to.
We don't
mention
even know that for sure.
that. Yeah, just an AGI.
even though that's what you guys suspect.
Well, we suspect it, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I suspect.
When you make an assumption, you
He's-
make an
he's
ass
saying
out of you
AGI.
and me.
I will kill you, Ross.
What's in that gigantic server? I mean,
Yeah.
it looks archaic. Why?
What, the off?
Yeah. That
the all processing unit.
That's
Narco algorithm.
It seems to create a religious epiphany. We suspected the scum dealers were on there for awe, and of course we gave
Because
them a
they told
fake
us.
one so that they wouldn't get it because we're afraid it might be a vector for the virus. We're not sure, of course, but it seems rather dangerous.
All right, I will look into that.
It's like a love
You
potion,
will
but
remain
with
confined to
bombs.
this room until I consult with my think tank on Venus.
Okay. Let's go ahead and tell him.
Yeah,
about
I'd say go.
it. Okay.
I'd say tell him.
Yeah, we did
Love
find
potion
some sort of an AGI named Augustine that bonded printed to him. I'm sorry, what's your character's name?
Oh, Cyrock.
Cyrock. And we want to let Cyrock keep it so he can keep working with it. We'll use air gap, secure environment in order to make sure everything stays safe. But we believe it will only work with him because.
What's the use of this AGI?
Well, we
That's
don't
what
know yet.
That's what we want to discover. We're hoping it'll have any sort of information to.
We
give
don't know
us.
what it is or what it.
I don't trust.
And also at the point where we may be able to foster it into its own intelligence and allow it to have a life of its own afterwards.
All right, I'm going to require constant reports on this, but I will allow it for the time, mainly because I'm not going to allow any of the Firewall agents to contact you. If we don't know the vector of infection, you could all be infected yourselves.
We know some of the vectors, we just don't know all of them.
And you could be infected yourselves.
Yeah.
So you will remain quarantined in this room. I will have a specialized team coming in Faraday suits to scan all of you to the best of our ability. I will
had a
be
good
analyzing
scan
this,
for a
and you'll
while.
be debriefed in an hour or so.
Understand?
So he cuts out. You're all hanging out in the room. I'll say this is when you get all your Moxie points and wipe the space plaster off of you.
I start making a symbol space version of the space station.
Yeah. So he comes back on. So this
I'll keep doing
this
it
is
so I can
basically
get another
Tillman's
free fall.
report in a nutshell. He's saying that the stack is alarming with regards to the other symptoms, and he's not quite sure how that happened. It would have to be pretty amazing. He is saying that the boys in the think tank are calling it no evil because you speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. It locks you out of the world. So they're calling it the virus that temporarily. They say that the narco algorithm is probably the most advanced thing they've ever seen. The fact that it is extremely powerful and can have effects on emotional capacities of a cyber brain that quickly. It's very strong. They're pretty thrilled with it, so you all get 3 IREP for turning that in.
53, yeah.
And they're pretty thrilled with
3.
What do you have yours at?
Me?
I'm trying to find. Yeah.
F and C
There it
rep.
is. Okay.
that. Firewall is now making you
What's
an
F?
independent cell.
Fang.
You will be reporting to whatever proxy
She's a
of
criminal.
whatever orbit you are in at that moment. But the boys at the lab have a theory. They are very concerned that this virus is all the scarier because of latency. Tillman teaches you about AIDS. You never heard of that before. It's been cured for a while
Everyone
now.
has AIDS.
But he said it was a virus that came in the early 1980s that was so terrifying because it manifested at seemingly random times with the deadly symptoms, but it was communicable for all that time. Some of the boys in the Infomorph research clave, even though you're going to research it yourself, suspect that it hasn't done anything to the firewall servers because they can't find anything wrong with the firewall servers. They think Yelena just backed up and overrid her backup with a corrupted stack, and that she'd been infected in the range of months. This could be wiping out transhumanity now, and we wouldn't know until it was too late. It's because Yelena is permanently dead now. Those were her backups. Cheap backup insurance. If you don't have it through multiple houses, you overwrite to save server space, and she's dead for real now, just because the virus waits around. So all of you roll 1d10 divided by 2, because this thing could be wiping out all of transhumanity as we speak, if they are correct.
You round up or down?
Divided by 2, you round out.
Round up.
5.
Yeah, 5.
5.
2! All right, yeah, you take that stress value, because no evil is fucked up.
What the hell
Is
is
that
the
on-
stress value?
Nobody knows how it works.
That's
Nobody's
just
seen anything
lucidity.
like it.
Lucidity.
Yeah.
Oh, did we gain any of the lucidity back from?
I'll say yeah. Says
Okay.
around you did.
So it's
It
10,
wasn't-
15
you
now.
didn't take a permanent disorder.
I can
I
treat
take
you.
it off of that.
Yeah, I'll say he treats you while you're waiting around and on the ship.
Okay, so we can go right back. Okay.
So we go right back up from that too.
Well,
No,
hold on,
not from
actually-
that. You take the 5.
Yeah, you take the 5.
You take the 5 from your total.
Well,
You take the good, you take the bad.
Let me see how quickly I can do it.
Facts of life.
5 or 2?
So it's
What'd you roll?
under
Two.
this
Sorry.
one?
Everybody else
Yes.
rolled 5.
2? I rolled 2.
He and I got 2.
Yay!
Just so we're-
Not Damon!
So we have cyber raids. Great.
So someone said, how are you going to be pursuing this? What leads do you have?
we have 3 right now. We have
Only one we can actually go on.
So we that's like-
Oversight came 3 months ago. Then we'll give him the 3. So
Okay, so, all right, I trust your judgment on this. I'll be requiring constant reports. That said, you say you took her shuttle, or one that she hired?
yeah,
I imagine she'll be gone in a very short amount of time. I wouldn't stay on Gerlach had I sent a shuttle of crazy people and they never came back, and I was the leader of the most hated criminal organization in all of space. I suggest that you've rested enough and you've taken a very active role to pursue this lead.
yes, that's what I was thinking as well.
All right, I will require constant reports.
Of course.
Okay, so Tillman blanks out. The door unlocks. You can finally leave the apartment. As you leave, in the hours you notice that the apartment is a Faraday cage. You couldn't actually mesh out. The walls were plate steel. They were very, very ready to kill all had you been infected.
an old boy room.
Well, we're not infected by the AR, right?
Well, as far as we know, we don't know how long.
As far as they know.
As far as anybody knows.
As far as anybody knows,
we're
you could be infected with it now.
Yeah.
Next time you back up, you could wipe out your soul for the rest of eternity
No. I'm leaving my old
and
backup.
die a permanent death.
If I die, I'm reverting to before I met any of you assholes.
So, I'll tell you right now that since you've been there, Vocational Solutions is empty. It's gone. There's nobody there. You access a feed of it. They have left. They have closed up shop. They are very eager to get out of town. A spime on the front door says, "We are now moving entirely to a mesh-based business to pass the savings on to you, our customers." But all the furniture, everything is gone. So you're going to have to figure out some other way to find Camelot Dog. So you've got to give me networking criminal tests.
Yay!
To find out where you might
Don't have it.
possibly find her.
Can I investigate the areas?
I can assist maybe I have like 15.
Like, actually investigate.
Yeah, you can go over there and investigate.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll go with you, Ross.
Wow, I'm so spending.
I made it.
moxie
I
on
made it.
that.
My
No, you got it.
I made my networking criminal. I had 15 in it. I made it
Oh, wow.
10.
Okay.
You're one pirating buddy. Like, hey! You know
Dude,
anything
sorry.
about pirating?
So I'll say you all go. The room is completely empty. You can still see the spaces in the wall where certain fixtures were hung. Everything was packed up very quickly. You see indentions on the carpet for very large cases. Give me an investigation check if you want.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nah.
Oh, I barely failed.
Fail.
Wait a minute.
Wait, do I get any-
I have like a thing that I can use to assist that.
Oh, you got an oracle. Oracle's plus 10.
Yeah, I make it.
No, I was meaning like a device or something.
Yeah, an oracle is a muse software that helps you remember things and gives you a bonus to investigation based.
Okay, maybe not.
Oh wait, I have an oracle too. I think.
Okay, so they look like about the shape of a standard docking container. Okay. So she's probably planning on leaving the habitat very soon. Who made their networking criminal test?
I did.
Bam.
All right, you are looking on there because you're just complete noob. You have no idea what you're doing.
Noob.
But you luck out. You're on forums for like criminal wannabes, and people mention that vocational solutions calm down. And
Can't wait to get some crime going. LOL.
Yeah.
Poser net.
Cam left town. They're basically Gerlach is independent, so they know who the criminals are. Some of them investigate. Some people just don't care. Law enforcement is whenever you feel like it. Basically, it's an anarchist habitat. So on the comment thread, you see 2 comments that pique your interest.
Okay.
Will the 9 lifers have a rep at the Mahjong game tonight? Or the other one is, those guys at the tryouts got luckier than they'll ever know. So 2 things you can look for. Something called Mahjong and something called the Tryouts Capital
that like
T.
And then right below that is tits or GTFO.
Yeah, and then there's some
Porn.
9 life
Go
porn.
ahead and make an infosec check to check out the Mahjong games.
Again, that's going to be networking. They're not going to put that.
Networking criminals?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, crime network. Man, I can't network crime today.
I can
You
try.
can also
again.
network media if you want to.
I don't
Tom's got that.
think
Yeah.
I have that. Oh.
Hey, I could do
Network
both,
media or
right?
network hyper.
Can't we? Can't we do
I
that?
have both.
fucking
I have network hypercore.
Whatever you
I
want.
make media.
I make media,
No.
and I make
Caleb, can you-
hypercore.
Not about networking either.
Thank you.
Sorry.
All right. Media, from lots of vids, Mahjong games
I've
are
had to
typically
pour politics.
games between different various criminal cartels of Mahjong for high stakes. The high stakes Mahjong games are typically used more as peacekeeping and diplomacy than they are for actually, credits because they're all pretty stinking rich.
It's like a
But
bloodless
that's
way.
if you want to buy into a Mahjong game, you better have the credit or the rep to back it up. That's just what you know from cop shows, basically. If you made Hypercorp or if you made Criminal, the tryouts, you think those refer to the tourney system for sponsored gladiators on Pavarti and various other Hypercorp resorts. If you're an immortal oligarch, sports just don't do it for you unless somebody dies. So gladiators on Pavarti
I've been saying
and other
that for
decadent resort habitats, Krypton, if you want to go through a gate, are professionally sponsored. They get free morphs, free sleeving. They get to participate in the orgies if they win that night. They get constant boons, credits. They're like the professional athletes of the It's a sweet life. But in order to get there, you have to do tryouts, which are illegal underground death matches, where if you get re-sleeved, maybe they just fork nap you and you end up working a desk job 200 different lifetimes.
But if you win, maybe orgies.
But if you win, you can ask a boon of the person holding the tryout. The boon has been, it's very rare, sometimes not going to Pavarti. Sometimes it's been seeking revenge on someone. There's a tell-all book about a fighter.
Oh, so it's the whole on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Yeah, who found his lost father from the fall by fighting his way to the top. They're making a vid of it. So those are two ways.
narrated.
The Mahjong game is a great way to network with other criminals, and 9 Lives apparently had Lam Kong Dong playing in it, so they might know where she would go to get off station. The tryouts, you can ask the boon of the criminal organization going it, and they will find them for you. Those are the only way you're going to have the skill to piss off 9 Lives, because as I said, if you piss off 9 Lives, they don't just kill you.
Right.
They torture you for eternity.
They torture versions of you forever.
Yeah, and then they'll reintegrate you just so you know how much it sucked before doing it again.
But we can do both.
You don't piss off 9 Lives, but at the same time, everybody hates them because of it. So if they can give you the information on the sly, or if they have to do it, that looks better than just backstabbing someone.
Right.
So you got 2 options. You can go play Mahjong, high stakes Mahjong,
My
or
muse
you
loves
can
gambling.
go to a deathmatch.
Ross,
And
I think
try
I
again.
like Mahjong.
Actually, it's like
Or you could try both.
Skill go into that since I
would assume
Your
so.
gambling skill will go into that. I have a
Hey,
whole
Ross.
Mahjong system. So role play that out. You guys can do both. You can focus on one. It's up to you.
Ross,
You can also bet on the death matches.
put the spider.
So we could do both.
Put the
though.
spider in the
Ross,
Mahjong
you wanna
game.
do the
You know
Mahjong
you want to
game.
do this.
I don't earn them gambling, but I do have a psychic ability that gives me a predictive boost, gives me a +10 on events, predicting outcome events. I could aid another.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Okay, well, I'll also consider
Oh yeah,
this.
but
I have
I'm
60
very
in my
lucky.
gambling.
I'm not much of a gambler, but I'd be happy to help you.
I have 60 in my gambling, plus I have my 5 Moxie restored.
And my muse has 40.
Who has the highest gambling then?
He does.
60.
So what I thought you two had gambling.
No, my muse has gambling.
Oh,
He likes to gamble.
Oh, wait, I have
I have
gambling.
70 and
What's
Okay.
your, what's your gambling?
70.
I want
you
to
have
go
70?
Yeah.
You have 70 in gambling?
That's an active skill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or no, it's a knowledge skill, or is it an active?
No, it's an active, I think.
No, it's a profession.
No, you're right.
Yeah, profession is knowledge. Eric.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah, I have interest on there. So we have 2 people we can put
Interest gambling.
so what about you, Jason? You're wanting to do the deathmatch? Is that it? What weapons do you fight with the deathmatch? Is it varied?
Actually, what?
Okay, I'll tell you this. The rules are they warm up with MMA fights.
Okay.
So they're not to the death, but that's a full-blown tournament, single elimination. You
That's
can win credits, so maybe you could use that to buy the information, but you have to fight 4 fights. The deathmatch it's just a deathmatch. You die. The only rules are there are no armor, no clothes, no synths, no nano, no ranged weapons, no hacking.
No rules.
But
you get a
nano mean
weapon.
nano swarms, like nanoware that's implanted in
No
you.
nano anything.
Oh.
It's whoever fights whoever with whatever weapon they have in their hand. They like it brutal.
Well, I mean like the internal implants, like nanoware, like mental speed.
Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mahjong, is that like gambling?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
so
gamble.
gambling
Mahjong, you bet on the number of points. You pay per point. So if
no,
all
it's
6
play.
of us, if all 4 of us, there's going to be 4 people in
It's
the
like a
game.
tile base.
They'll be playing. The person who wins gets paid. So the way it works is that the person who wins with the most points gets paid the number of points that the losers got.
Hey, Tom.
So if I got 70 points,
That's like
and you
having
got
both of us
35,
in-
and you got
in the
40,
game.
and you got 45, you'd be paying me 30 points for the credits, 45 points for credits, 50 points for the credits.
to play.
Because you tried and lost.
Okay, so to play, that'd be the skill we use.
Yeah.
Gambling, yeah.
Okay, well,
And-
we both have that.
Yeah, we both have it at fairly high, so we can go and...
I'll explain how the game works. I'm going to make you roll your gambling. I'll give you an MOS of up to 30. That'll be how many points you can add to your roll. Then everybody's going to be playing Mahjong because everybody at the else table gets to play the cartel dealers. They roll as well. That's the points you got in that game. You get to add or subtract your margin of success or margin of failure for a gambling roll. And then that'll be the payout. Okay? In order to do it, you're going to have to bust somebody out of credits and get them to burn you rep so that you get their favor. So you got to win Mahjong. 00 Spider.
And double octopus.
Yeah,
and octopus
and
the over
double
here.
you can also gamble on the death matches to get good odds for whoever your fighter is, but you're not going to be in the death match if you do that.
How good
we
are
could
you
do
at
both,
online
though. We could
fighting?
have Jason deathmatch and then go play Mahjong, right?
How-
Because I want to see Jason deathmatch.
How good are you
Or
at
you can
online
MMA fight.
combat?
It's up to
You
you.
got a 70 in unarmed combat punch.
Do you have anything on melee, or is that?
It's a death match. You're going to have a weapon.
Yeah, I'd have shot gloves.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shot gloves. Those are nice because those fucking shot.
Can we have a chance to
That's true, Ross. That's very good.
get those though?
Yeah, that's
I'm
melee
crazy.
weapon.
Shut up.
Yeah, shot gloves are fine.
Well, I'm just saying I have to.
You're going to be
I have
ballsy
purchase
with
those.
coming in there with like a vibro blade or something, but they'll like it.
Yeah.
It'll get.
So wait, you have blades as well as unarmed?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other hand-to-hand weapon skills other than
Grenades?
Just unarmed.
And grenades. Yeah.
No range weapons.
No range.
I'll say that'll give you a boost on your odds, so you can make more money betting off of him if he comes. in
Well, if
there
he has
with
shot
a
gloves, I mean that's a good hand-to-hand
Yeah.
weapon. So that would be good.
Well, I'd have to buy those because otherwise,
You don't have.
They're pretty easy to get.
Yeah, they're like 200. I'll look, but I think they're low.
I have
They're
some
low.
built into
It's
my
250
skin.
credits, so take 250 credits off.
Yeah, dude. If you don't, I can spot you.
So you'll be splitting up, but you won't be splitting up because I'm not going to play all 4 crime dealers. So if you're at the Mahjong game, you're only going to have 1 player for 9 lives because it's diplomatic. You either have to buy yourself in or you have to lie and say you're the replacement for 9 lives and get into the game.
Well,
So
you have
there-
the criminal rep, though, right?
I got a little. I got
yeah,
20.
he does.
I thought you were like a gangster.
Yeah, I thought you were the
I'm
main
a legitimate
criminal.
businesswoman.
You didn't let you have rep in anything.
I have 20 C,
Oh
I
my
have
God.
20 G, and I have 10 I.
I have a. How much do you have in?
If you want to burn rep to get into the game and have people vouch for your lie, that'll help you get past it. But it's going to be a pretty big favor because you're going to be risked off pissing off not 1, not 2, but 4 criminal cartels. And people are going to...
What's the fee for getting in?
Anybody have any rich friends?
No, it's a favor. What level favor is it to get in?
Yeah.
Little favor to get in, to help you get in, it's an extreme favor because they're taking a ton of risk.
Okay. To get in the game, but like, all right.
To help you lie. You could lie your way into it, or you could just go and be honest and try and buy your way into it.
Yeah, how much is it to just buy?
Probably expensive.
That's going to be a negotiation check.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, Tom, we have Tom go in and do that. How much moxie do you have, Tom? And
Well,
then,
the thing is, I'm really good at bullshit. I'm also really good at negotiation.
do you have any networking criminal or G rep?
No.
Okay. I have a little bit of G rep, but I don't have any networking criminal. Let's see here. Actually, I read that networking firewall can be used in place of that. Is there any way for any of the other things to talk to firewall that represents like talking to firewall agents that are criminals or whatever?
Okay.
So,
What do you want to do?
well, what kind of favor would be just to help someone get in? Like, oh, this person's good or something like that. Like, what would a level 3 favor or whatever?
I'll say you can definitely get in for a level 10 favor.
Okay. For level 5 or?
Level 5 favor. But you're going to owe.
Yeah.
I'll say you can get in a bonus to your lie check for a level 3 favor.
All right, I can give you a bonus to a lie check. I mean, I can do that. I have enough rep for that it wouldn't cost me. I have like 73 IREP now, so
I
60.
say I'm doing it for the show.
So are we only going to put in one player?
Well, no, you have to
No.
Secret game, bad
If
idea.
you want to get in there without buying in the full noob cost,
Yeah, our choice is either buy in or lie.
if you don't want to pay noob cost, you're
Buy in or lie
You're
in.
still going to need a ton of credit to get in, but
What would the actual credit?
Well, 9 lives.
I'll
is kinda
say
innocent.
if you want to lie to get in, you need 10,000 credit,
I can blow my res, but I can do it.
and they'll
No,
let
don't blow your res.
you can pool your money,
Yeah,
it goes to rep after you're out of credits, so you can bet on rep after that if you need to, but you're going to be burning it. You're basically going to be putting it on the table.
Okay.
It's called a Sybil scam.
Yeah.
They will fake your rep for you to represent your winnings or your losses.
Okay.
Basically, give them your
How much credit do you have, Tom? Are you? How much credit do you have?
60,000.
60. Oh yeah. Well, I'll lie and then you can front it since you're money bags. How's that sound?
Okay.
Because
And then you can buy in.
Yeah, and then you can win. Then it's up to you to win your money back.
Okay.
So
So you're going to gamble at Mahjong?
Sounds like a plan.
Are you taking a gambler to bet on the fights?
If you want to, I
yeah,
can
we'll have Jason do the fights.
And if you want me to bet,
Yeah, you're good at gambling too, right? And you have a ton of moxie.
No. You two should both gamble. Well, oh yeah, we need to buy in for each seat, right?
yeah, that would buy in
Yeah.
seat too, unless Tom's willing to put
There's
up.
only one seat open.
Okay, so it'd be Tom. Period.
So there's going to be one person in the room.
Tom's the higher one, but I could actually
You can watch the fights
Yeah,
and gamble there, but there's only going to be one person fight.
yeah, Jason for that. Well, I just want to go to make sure Jason doesn't get if he does get killed, like to retrieve his stack or whatever, or if somebody cheats or whatever. Keep an eye out that. All right, I made my networking firewall check, so
Actually,
I can give him the level 3 favor to do that, so he can get in.
Question. Would it be possible for us on our internal network to actually have an assistant, or will they be monitoring for that constantly to make sure nobody is cheating at these games?
Oh, no, you're not. You don't want to do that. You
Okay.
don't want to cheat at Mahjong with a bunch of...
Well, I was talking about the deathmatch. I was more concerned about the one.
Well, no, it was.
Oh, no, that's a free-for-all. That's a red mark.
No, it's just a question right now for assisting Tom potentially, but if they're going to be scanning for that, and we won't.
You could pretty much bet they're going to do that.
He's a big boy.
If you think you're badass enough to try it, but
I don't.
Tom's going to be the one in there locked in there with a bunch of criminals in their cards.
You said no ranged weapons.
No, you'll love that. It'll be great.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
So
You
probably
just
stand
kind
up
of drop
guys.
a grenade.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually,
Respectable
well, actually,
You're going to be naked. You're going to have no armor.
Completely.
these are also-
naked.
You're going to be completely naked fighting whoever shows up. You don't even know who you're going to fight.
Actually, these are criminals. I'm sure they'll have goon squads with them watching.
Wait,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can take
I-
drugs before he
I could
goes.
just-
I will get
right?
you plenty of XPs.
I can actually just-
Sweet, I have a dose of murder you can have. I have 2
I can
doses
actually
of
be
that,
with him
actually.
as his bodyguard.
I don't know what murder does, but
It's like Psycho and Fallout, so it's a pretty straightforward, badass thing. Plus 10 somatics, plus 1 speed, plus 10 durability. May ignore the minus 10 modifier of 1 wound. So yeah.
yeah.
Let's see here. We can buy some more drugs. Let's give Jason lots of drugs.
All right, I like this. This is a good idea.
That's what I haven't even heard
Keep in
of.
mind, they're going to be cracked out on drugs, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We need to even it. We need to
You need drugs. This is going to help you.
9 Lives typically went to the tryouts to say, "Oh, you needed we'll give you a
come
discount
on.
on a backup if you fight," and then they front at you. So
Does anybody fall for that?
you'd be surprised.
Wow.
No, we would.
All right. Well, there's another one, Kick. That's 1,000 credits.
Oh,
It
you wanna
gives a
try
plus
some
10
Kick.
reflex and plus 1 speed, so you'd be maxed out at 3 speed. So you'd be going as fast as any
Okay.
character can.
So I would have 3 speed.
Yeah, plus 10 reflexes, plus 10
Here,
somatics,
take these drugs.
and plus 10 durability. So
Flex. I can only have a plus 5 on
Yeah,
somatics.
the death matches go quickly.
Yeah. Okay, so you already
So-
maxed out on that. That's good.
Yeah, you'll like all this stuff.
Plus 10.
It mixes
reflexes,
very
plus
smoothly.
5 somatics.
Take it
what
with
else?
booze.
Plus 10 durability. That's your
Rape
hit
those
points.
kids.
And then you ignore the first wound. So
what's your somatic with the plus 10?
I can only add 5 from it, so it's a 30.
It's a 30?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because that's
Then-
all I can have.
then
I
you'll
think,
be
on
at
my
plus
morph.
4 for your unarmed.
I think that's all I
bonus.
can have on my
Yeah.
morph is a 30.
No, you have plus 3 for your unarmed bonus.
what's your unarmed?
My
Your unarmed is 1d10 plus 3, and it's going to
Oh,
be
you're
plus-
talking about the damage bonus.
Yeah.
Your skill goes up by whatever points your aptitude goes up, so your skill goes up by 5 points.
Your unarmed will be at 80. No, it'll be at
75.
Yeah.
I like those odds.
So I don't know. Yeah, those
good
are the
odds.
only good combat drugs. I mean, there's another one that gives plus 5 coordination, plus 10%.
All right, all
there are
of this is
plenty of other
happening
good
tonight,
drugs if you just
so
wanna get
you gotta find out where she's at before she ditches town, or if she has ditched town, where she went. So you're gonna go
I
to
feel
the
like
game,
we're playing Mass Effect.
and
man.
then you are going to the tryouts, and you are all going to go to the bazaar and bet on him.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and watch as much of the fights as possible to gather XPs of fights.
Oh, yeah.
XP.
I'm gonna be watching to make sure nobody cheats in the death matches.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and actually back him up as a bodyguard just because
No.
that's like because if anything should go south, that might be a good to have some protection on him.
You're his owner.
What?
Yeah.
This is terrible.
No.
Do you have?
Oh, you're going with Tom?
Yeah, I figured again if anything should go.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be great. Like, here's my big giant robot.
Okay, but you're not going to get the gambling benefits.
Okay, well, okay.
because you have the gambling skill.
Well, do you want me to get the gambling with you guys,
Yes,
or do you
yes,
want me to
you
back
gamble.
up Tom?
Yeah, I'm not good at
you
games.
have a chance to not only know where she's at, but score big credits.
Wait,
You'd
no.
also be totally busted
What are
out.
you talking- we can do two things at the same time. One of you make an alpha fork and you get a case morph, and one goes to gamble, and then the other one goes to be bodyguard.
Let's
so.
fork it up.
You're running out of time.
All right, yeah.
Do we want to fork my?
No, info life. How much is it? Yeah. We'll do that.
You can buy a Ghost Rider.
Yeah, my
Yeah, Ghost
active
Rider,
access
so-
to it.
What
Fork
Ghost
it
Rider?
up.
You can order Augustine to do it.
No!
No, that's okay. We don't need that.
Still waiting in your pouch.
In fact, let's just broadcast her into the mesh and see what happens.
Man, my fray becomes an
a
80.
titan.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
I also have
What's
some
the go-
comfort that will heal any any stress and stuff like that.
I think I have comfort too.
I would like it then because I have my
I
hallucination.
will say this: it's a death match. I'm going to use Moxie for whatever NPC you fight. It's going to be a death match.
Well, they wouldn't have as much though. So, I also have nano bandages. I don't have any healing other than that though. So,
Well, I can't use my medicines, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
change will be.
medicines heal automatically.
Yeah, but I thought you could.
No, nanoware is
can't
okay.
remove them.
It's like nano
What
Stuff you can't remove is fine. You just can't like throw a dissembler or something.
Okay, what's a quick question? What was a Ghost Rider? Since I'm not.
Ghost Rider means you can have a full infomorph, not just a muse on you.
Yeah.
So you can have a full consciousness with you.
Okay.
So you could download an alpha fork into that and give it to one of them.
Yeah.
You could download Augustine into it
No.
and chat to her.
No.
She'd be your new muse.
No.
How does the alpha float thing work? I don't understand.
Alpha-
It's an
That
exact
is the
copy
best
of you.
copy of you possible.
yeah.
Granted, if anything happens to it,
Then
that-
they're beta
that-
delta forks, which are downgraded versions of you.
Yeah.
Since your mind.
But
is
granted,
modified.
if anything
Yeah,
happens
kinda
to it,
figured
that
it
kind of
out.
fucks me though.
You will take a plus 2
Last
SV automatically for knowing you're a fork.
Oh yeah, because you met those delta forks.
Yeah.
The minor ones on the ice.
So okay. So-
Yeah, we need to get a case more so we can put our muses in there to be our bitch servants. You know, like, carry my ammo.
No, it. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me.
All right, well, you got to burn the credit to buy it.
Okay, and what would the expense on that
I'm
be?
going to say a case is going to be
Anytime you want
Cases
to
are usually 1,000, I think. Let me look.
1,500.
Anytime you want to use that.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
took
spend.
that just because I thought that would be fun.
Is that your muse or is that
Yeah.
you?
It constantly criticizes me and anything around me.
Well, what's your muse's avatar? Like, what's he pop up in your eyes as?
She's Lady of Grain.
Case mores are moderate, 1,000 credits.
Okay, I was meant to say I was going to spend 4 of my res and get 4,000 creds, so I can put it my. So I'm 6,000, and I'll go down to 5,700. So
Your muse is not happy about you going to go in a death match.
I've done it before.
so
Do you know what a ball boy is? I just searched it. That's the name they have for the little street urchins that run into the pit after the guy dies, that steal his stack and go sell it on the black market.
See, I'll be.
I just thought you want to know that.
Don't worry, I got your back. If they do that, I'll shoot them.
and then we'll take their
Yeah.
stacks.
It's like, oh no!
Is that okay? I mean, is that like a faux pas? I don't know.
Probably.
Shooting a child? Are you kidding?
Well, who's a
Well,
child?
technically, he'd be a 7-year-old shooting a 7-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so are you alpha forking?
Yes, I'm alpha forking.
All right, so get rid of that credit.
Yep, already done it. So we're
Whatever credit you guys have, that's what you have to bet on. You
Yeah.
could give them your credit beforehand if you want to bet on yourself.
How many credits are you
It's going to be separate, like persuasion negotiation checks
I'll
to
give you
get
1,000.
odds. Because you're going to have to be like, oh no, that guy's going.
Well, we have Aaron to figure out the odds.
Yeah, but you have to manipulate them if you want to get a big payout,
okay.
and then Jason could always lose and die. So
Jason,
you
don't
can
die.
you can totally bust yourself.
Hey, it would be a big favor to me if you just take a fall right now.
And then we're good. Are you?
need to find the
Snow's
G-John
totally
game.
gonna get a December.
Well, I'm pretty good at being
That's
deceptive.
going to be
and persuasion.
a
yeah,
level
I got
1
both.
G-rep favor. You don't have to burn it. Just to, actually, I'm going to say level 2. You don't have to burn it, but you can't use any more G-rep favors.
Well,
Just to find out where the game's at.
Yeah, I mean those restore at a. Let me look up. Yeah, like once you use one favor, then you have to wait.
You won't be able to use a G-rep favor this game. So somebody needs to burn 2 G-rep to get Tom to the game.
I can do that.
Okay.
I got 20.
Get me to the game.
So that's just...
Well, wait. If it's a level 2 favor, then yeah, that wouldn't refresh for like a day or so. Yeah. But I used a level 3 already, so that took a week. I could use a level 2
I'm fine with doing it.
by using my firewall to ask
I don't
him
even know
the
what G-Rep
firewall
is.
contact.
Are you using Firewall and then Firewall?
No,
That's
like,
gonna burn it.
The way it explains in the main rules, my understanding is that by using the networking firewall skill,
it's
you
two
then
up
contact
here.
firewall agents that are within that faction.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
if you use Firewall and then Firewall, you're going to start burning Firewall right.
No, that's if I only use a one. Like I already use level
Set the
3. Level
firewall
2 is
on
lower,
fire.
so I can use that.
I
Well-
don't think you can stack favors like that.
I can
Like if
just-
you want to use level 2 G-rep favor, that'd be different.
I could just do a level 2 G-rep favor.
All right,
I got 20
That's
to
fine.
burn.
No, because I have to wait a week in order to get the level 3 back. So if I want to get a level 3 or better, I have to.
Oh, okay.
Because the level 2 is lower.
All right, I'm going to look that up.
Yeah.
For now, Thad's going to do it.
I know
'cause don't
Brian.
how to do it.
All right.
So
What? You're a perfectly legitimate businesswoman.
Yeah, but I mean, they're all
The other
over
way
place.
is you
have
can
to be able to
burn
deal
it
with them in
to
your
get a
perfectly
bonus on the
legitimate
networking test.
I see.
So, Tom, how is Preston going to approach the game? Are you going to wear like a special outfit?
Top hat.
What's
Top
your
hat.
character?
Top hat.
Top hat. Okay.
Monocle?
And the monocle.
Look like Mr. Peanut, but half of him is tentacles.
You fab a top hat. So you come up. You're in a
Bullet.
lovely
Bullet.
arcology.
Do you want a few?
And a cane.
Do you want a few cans?
Yeah, you gotta have.
It looks like a crystal pyramid. You get off an elevator. You know, leg it down the hallway. You're getting pretty tired. You know, this heavy gravity and Gerlach. They spin it pretty fast. So you get there. There's a man in a pod morph. He's wearing a lovely suit, smart clothing, standing next to a door. Yes, may I help you?
It's like, yes. Is there like the password or Walt sent me or something?
No, you didn't get the password, but you know when you say that you are a member of 9 Lives and you have the bonus because of Ross. So I'll give you a plus 20 to deception because of Ross's role.
It's like, says like, yes, I'm. He says like here for the game, part of 9 Lives.
Really?
Indeed. Says like, what? You haven't heard?
They don't usually employ a lot of animals. Last time I
Says,
checked.
oh, see, like I have something. I have something most don't.
Which is
It's- But if I tell you, like, well, if I start telling people, no one's going to know.
Wait, what?
Everyone's gonna know.
Everyone's going to know.
where's the usual player who sent you?
Kim Dong.
What's,
I
what,
don't
what,
know.
yeah, what's her name?
Yeah.
The name, but that's it's really funny to
She's
say.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll deception. He's gonna roll at a 50 for kinesics. Octopus.
Yes.
No.
What's your MOS?
What's
margin of
your
success-
actual number?
What's the actual number?
8.
Your margin of success is really bad.
All right. He's you succeed, so he's not gonna throw
Wait,
you
what's
out.
your with the bonus? What's your skill?
Oh, good point.
that would be
Not the MOS rules. It doesn't matter.
No. I'm just asking because he could flip it.
He's only got one mock.
If what's your total skill?
The bonuses was what?
Plus 20.
It'd be 90.
So you could.
You
can
can
flip
flip
a
it.
moxie. Yeah.
You can flip
Okay.
it, your margin of success would be
All right, flip it.
10.
Okay.
So you make it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, it's a 10,000 credit buy-in. rep after that, or you can rebuy credits.
Okay, so
It's 1,000 points, 1,000 points per point of rep, 1,000 credits per point of rep. We play 100 credits per point.
Nice. So do I pay him or pay inside?
You can give the money to the man inside.
Okay, I'll give the money on the inside.
All right, so the door opens up. He lets you through.
And am I following his bodyguard or?
Oh, yeah, you're going.
Oh, you're Alpha Fort guy.
Yeah.
Wait, which one of you is there? Though?
Alpha Fort's with you. I'm with him. So.
So you bring in your Tachikoma as well. It's pretty typical, and they're not as scared of him. So you come in. There is, there's. Well, your armor's pretty high, but you come in. You see, drapes.
Would you
it
put
seems
him
like
in
a
the
regular
robot
apartment
spider
that
pen over there with the rest of them?
jerry-rigged into a table for the
Hi, we're
Mahjong
playing
game.
Go
They
Fish.
tried to decorate it haphazardly, but there's also men in hoplite battle suits. Carrying kinetic rail guns with gyro stabilizers. They could blow through you in half the psychology. Your armor's not going to mean shit. They're going to cut through you like butter. So
Let's keep it nice and civilized.
Yeah, especially if they do full bursts.
the hoplites appear to be neutral. There's additional characters behind each of the players. You're a little bit late, so you see the players there. There's a large old man sitting at the head of the table. He's very fat. He's very ancient. His
Is he a
morph,
panda?
his morph is very old.
Montage.
He's not a panda. I'm saving him.
You better.
There is
That's gonna be
a
the Titan.
very, very well-dressed young Chinese woman sitting at a table. She looks to be a sylph morph. She's quite beautiful by human standards. And
I
then,
find humans personally.
and then there is a man with
He's a reverse
many
bird.
piercings,
Got a little bit
a
of a sapien
mohawk.
fever.
He appears to be working on a holographic interface. He's texting. He's not really paying attention to anybody else, and he's kicked back, leaning back in one of the chairs. So we will do that, and I will introduce you characters now, so you can think about what you want to do and which character you want. There's going to be Fat Yuri. That's the old man. He's from the Night Cartel, which are the remnants of both the Italian and Russian mafias. There's Mahjong of the 14K Triad, the largest triad in the inner system. That is the Chinese woman. And there is Clark Spiegelman from the ID crew, which is electronic crimes, sort of punk.
I call him.
WikiLeaks for profit, basically.
I would like to be you.
ID crew hates 9 Lives because their interests kind of intersect. So, I will let you all marinate on that, but you walk into where you've learned that the tryouts are. They're sort of an open secret. It's in Shittsill. It's in a disused factory production that was dismantled after the fall. The corp went out of business. It was used to house refugees, and now it's just there. You walk into a room. There appears to be large catwalks above that lead into a number of vats. You see holes drilled into various places of the vats, and actual, honest-to-God, wires coming out of them to monitors all over the place, jerry-rigged. On that, you can see the beginning of the MMA fights. It appears that the vats have been converted into Faraday cages so no one can interfere, and they've hardwired cameras into the disused chemical vats, and that's the arena. There are people screaming, shaking their fists. AR spines are going all over the place. People are taking odds on different. There's lots of. There's men calling out bets. There's a man at a podium, operating a number of different displays, displaying odds and records and different names. And then there's the deathmatch board. It's the big jumbotron, the biggest screen
Please tell
in
me
the
it's
room.
shaped like a skull.
And it still has question mark versus question
Digital
mark
outline.
on it. They don't know who's going to play in the deathmatch that night. So,
Make us proud, guy we just met.
who are you going to talk to? There's the guy at the podium. There's random people around. You're in your case morph there.
How's that feeling?
Oh yeah, give me an integration check.
Yes, give him that.
Yes, have some.
So you had your 2 SV, and then you got to give me an integration check,
Thank
and
you.
that is on
Thank you, Vince.
Thank you, Vince.
page.
I think that's in the 220.
It's not a skill.
That's not skill work.
No, it's on the same page as character.
Integration. 90.
It's sometimes, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you're some.
6.
I don't blame
And
them.
then, wait, I gotta
I
look at
turned
the
into a dog, and
modifier.
they helped
Well,
me.
your case morph is now on 20, so
Thank you,
it would
Lewis.
be,
Sure. Pointless.
so your thing
Yeah,
is
it's your
actually,
case more.
yeah.
Case morph. So okay, well,
Took me 60.
I rolled and I made 6 anyway.
Okay,
so
yeah, you rolled a 6.
so I still made it.
Well, there's an alienation test too.
Oh,
Alienation is
Trying not to think too much about it. I want to be optimistic. The game
it's
is
75 for me. I don't know what it's based on.
no, I had 30
Yeah,
on
my
this
brute's
one.
Oh, you don't have to make alienation because you didn't lose continuity.
Oh, the multiplayer one? Yeah, I played a demo
That's
of that.
ass. I think it was
Ass on toast.
That's not a good place for ass.
No, I don't
Or
know.
toast.
All right, well, you have minus 10,
That's okay because I still have the real Ghostbusters.
minus 10,
In a box.
it's minus
Yeah,
20
the
series.
on the wall and like stab him.
My mom got it for me.
Well, my current alienation is at 30 if I'm going by my
Yeah, you're at
original.
minus 30, but you still made it. So
Okay.
you're fine.
Okay.
So-
You're remarkably fine for never having been in this body
That is
before.
great.
And it's a case, so
Plenty
it
voice
fucking
you can't
sucks.
do.
And being 2 years old. So there's that. So you're there. Who do you talk to? What do? You just warm it up,
Yeah,
I just hope they.
or are you?
I, the Tiger
I'm doing
Man.
the yeah.
I had a
In
tiger.
the eye of the tiger, running up and down the stairs. Yeah.
All right. So
Best!
give me a gambling check.
I'm gonna sweep the leg
That's what they found.
Yes, do that!
That's what they finally.
and then
do,
shock his face.
Gargoyles.
I can assist and give you a plus
They still haven't come out.
20 actually, because I have a
It's-
predicted
First
first.
one did.
Okay, if
It
you
gives
give
me
one
plus
did
10 on
so
any
well.
checks
Really
involving
surprising.
predicting the
I don't know
outcome of
anyone who
things.
didn't like
Okay, now would have made it barely just by 1.
All right, I'll say with him
I don't know.
assisting.
Well, final
So you
season.
both realize this.
Season one.
You really have to win the fight to find out where Lamkong Dung is. But if you want to make money off it at the same time, everyone's seen you come in. So the more like noob idiots all of you can act, the better your odds are going to be once the fight comes. If he trips and falls,
Totally gonna be
you're just
bimbo.
like, "What's this place?" If you're just tourists,
Actually, yeah,
you're going to
up
be
the
better
stairs,
off.
I'll fall up the stairs and be like, "I'm okay."
That'll be a free running check. You can do a free running check.
Yeah, make a free running check to make sure if you do it convincing.
Ooh, it's even cooler
Wouldn't that
than
be
it's
free
set
fall?
on the mesh.
No, I don't do
form.
it convincing.
You don't do it
Let's go
convincing.
smoke
Okay.
drugs.
Rolled a 98.
Let's see. I could do a
I'm
deception
not-
and be like, you can't give up your job as an office worker to try your dream of being an MMA fighter."
All right, that'll be you. What is your character going to do to help?
I'm just going to be looking around like a bimbo talking about how this place is even more hardcore than the mesh forum said it would be.
All right, that's
OMG.
good. All right, and what are you going to do, Case? You're gonna
Also-
have difficult. You could probably
Also,
talk
I'm
to
making
Cody.
my nanotechs
Yeah.
look as stupid and
Nice.
and trendy as
Nice.
Greetings, sir.
dumb
Who are
as
the,
possible.
Hello Kitty.
that's like, greetings, sir. Who are the best bets for tonight?
All right, yeah. Roll deception. You roll deception. You're just asking, and you fail.
Borrowing yours.
Oh my god!
Yes,
Using
make
the
it.
mojo.
All right, I'll say that
34.
negates the
Yes.
penalty for him obviously
my dice,
taking
don't you?
falling.
Yes, I decept.
All right, so you get plus 10 at your deception for when odds making come.
All right.
And well,
Or you could say, "Oh no!" You could talk
Oh,
talking about like he's my sparring partner in future World of Warcraft. He's almost
Galaxy
a level
of Warcraft.
18. He'll be so badass at fighting. It's just like the real thing.
Oh, their avatars
He's
are
won 3 Alpha Fighter tournaments in a row.
their avatars are super hot too.
so you want to get on the MMA tourney? We just started. We
Now
can
go
still get
smoke
him in the
drugs.
first round.
If you, that's like, well, my friend would like to do this.
That's I'm gonna
That's
go
like, I
have some
unfortunately am
victory
not
gin and
suited for
strangle
such
a
combat.
girl.
You fight MMA all night. You fight deathmatch at the end.
I didn't know there were so many English majors in here.
Yeah. So
Still
wait.
doing deathmatch?
Come on.
Yeah, well, we
Hello?
gotta do MMA.
Well, he has to do MMA, then the deathmatch.
Yeah.
No.
Blue fire.
Oh, okay.
Always go straight to deathmatch.
Deathmatch is at the end of the night, but you go in fresh.
Okay.
MMA, you've got to win, and then you just get credits. So then it's around negotiating credits for the favor. You win the deathmatch, you get the boom. So you get to make your. It's a level 10.
Well, we need
It's
to
a level
do
5
MMA.
favor.
Huh?
We need to do MMA to get the credits, right?
No. What I'm
No, we
saying
get
is that
credits
if you
better.
do MMA, you get credits. You might convince somebody to tell you where Lamb is. If you do deathmatch, you'll definitely get the boon, and you'll definitely find out where Lamb is. Plus, you get whatever credits they bet on.
But you
And
have to
we'll
win.
probably
that.
stop
But you've gotta
this
win or
acting
you die.
stolen.
Yeah.
So that's what
Well,
Mr.
it's
Boom's
your
like.
ass on the line, literally. So.
Dude, just get a grapple gun. Just grab his
Yeah,
head.
that's good. Is what I
Well, we can't see we can't like access the.
All right.
Fight it,
Well,
Marina,
you're
so
volunteering
that
for the
way.
deathmatch?
That's like, that's like,
He's gotten to level 18 twice in future World of Warcraft. I mean,
And super kicky.
he's almost beaten it on hard
That's
mode.
twice
too.
as much as level
Are you?
9.
That's like.
I
Are you
heard.
questioning an elite con champion?
No, it's just that we got to get our money.
check this move out.
There's no tournament for the deathmatch. We like to send them in fresh, but it's got to last. So make a gambling check at +10 for your group deception.
Yay. Teamwork.
God damn it.
No.
Flipping that.
Flip
Yeah.
it. Flip it.
Flip the fuck around.
So what do you get?
59.
59.
59 out of 60.
All right, so it's a high Moana. So
60!
okay, I guess we can let him in. So your gambling check gets you odds, but here's what he's going to say. But he's untested. He's never fought MMA. He's never seen any training around here. So here's the thing. If you want in,
Oh,
you're going to
they
have to
don't
make
have
it
Earth
worth the
records.
house's money.
So
I'm going to require you bet no less than 15,000 credits.
They don't have Earth records,
Wow.
right?
For the deathmatch? Okay.
He
I've
thinks
got-
he's going to just get slaughtered.
Yeah.
So he wants to make it at
Wants
least
to make
worth
it
the
easy
house's
money.
15,000? Okay.
I have
They don't have Earth
3,500.
records, right?
I have 1450.
No, they're not going to look
I
at
have.
it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
just making
I
sure.
have
that
1,000.
Most people fight MMA before they go.
All right, so between us, we have 10,000. How about you, Jason? How much money do you have?
I have 2150.
2150. So we're 3,000 short. So someone has to.
Burn a level 3 favor of any kind and borrow money.
I still have res.
That'll give you 5,000.
I still have res I can burn. Because how
Well, wait. Does anybody else have a 60 or above in anything?
I have 50s.
So yeah, you could call. Well, wait. You could call into favor with.
I have 85 in corporate.
You can borrow money in your rep, and I'll say that. But
No, sorry, in media.
You can borrow money on your rep,
Yeah.
but
corporate.
you'll get it back if you pay it back.
Yeah.
So if you pay 3,000 back, you'll be fine. But if you never pay it back, you'll burn the rep.
So you can do that with a nano-ecologist or whatever. So.
Borrow money for a scientist for your illegal underground death.
I'll do it from the @rep.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, they'll be all over you. Yeah, do it. That sounds
an
awesome.
XP.
Be yourself,
So
man.
how much do I have to?
Prop 31!
How much do I take off of that?
Nothing right now.
Nothing right now. It's
Only if we don't pay back.
17,
Oh,
no birthday.
Or you could burn more and bet more. The more you bet, the more you have a chance to win.
You can buy a gun. You can
The more you bet, the more you have a chance to win.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
31!
Well, I'll burn 3. Let's see. I'll burn 3 of my rep to put in 3,000 credits. I believe in you, Jason. You better fucking win.
All right, so how much are you betting total on the house?
I'm betting 6,500. He's betting what? How much you get?
1450.
1450. So.
Anybody have a calculator?
8,000. Rounding up 50 credits. 8,000. Because you can borrow 50 credits. Then how much do you have?
which rep?
So
Well, how much
1450
money are you
for
putting in
that.
total?
How much? I can put in the 5,000 if you need. That'll.
All right,
Yours
so
is
15,
3,000.
So we've put in, the three of us all together put in 13,000. I put in 6,500. He put in 1,500. He put in 3,000. So
5,000.
5,000. So that's 13,000. You have how much? So we put in a total of 16,000 or 18,000.
All right.
The 15,000 minimum plus I put in another 3.
Now, this is called the Black Cat as a scenario, but its subtitle is Fun with Math.
Fun with math.
Yes.
What, the deathmatch thing?
That is awesome.
We're doing all betting. No.
Yeah.
So Ross, you put in how much?
I put in 6,500.
I just need a total.
It's 18,000 total, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
18,000 total.
That's under
So
9,000.
I will say you're at 1.5 to 1 odds.
Yeah, I know.
1.5 to 1.
bad
Okay.
math, though.
So,
So I'll move it up by
Less
0.5
than, greater than, or equal
for the weighting of the night. So here's the thing: you all need to make deception rolls, and we'll do that later because we're going to move back to Tom. But your deception roll, if you succeed, that'll bump it up by 0.5, and your odds can feasibly get up to, I'll say 4 to 1, which is going to be a huge payout. So you'd be getting 4 times what you paid in. So that's
Okay, then you guys are gonna have to go on the deception because I suck. unless I can supplant my gambling.
Well, if I burn,
instead.
if I have to burn rep,
I'll let you use gambling to
That
assist,
actually-
so you can
okay.
give everybody a +5.
I don't
Okay.
need to burn rep if I'm only putting in 2,000. Then.
You don't
Well-
need to burn it. You get it back as long as you pay the money back,
Right.
even if you lose. And
so you
get
can make
your sleeve.
money off it, I guess.
Yeah. So,
So
you're borrowing money.
3.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do.
Or maybe I could use con
There you go.
schemes to give a bonus.
So
to
we're at
deception.
21.
Or you could call your patron.
We're
and
at
just say,
21,000.
Hire me
Yeah.
a million creds.
We're at 21,000.
All right.
21. All right.
Yeah.
So you're at the game. Who wants to be Fat Yuri?
I
Bad
would be
one.
Fat Yuri.
Yes. All right. Who wants to be Mahjong?
I'll take it.
All right. You are a very
I like
prim,
doing
proper, professional criminal.
Yes, you
Who
are.
wants to
A
be
little
Clark
Chinese.
Spiegelman
I'm.
of the ID crew?
Oh, I'm the punk. I already.
Yeah,
told
that's
you.
Clark
Yeah,
Spiegelman.
yeah, yeah.
You are Clark Spiegelman.
I
All right,
guess
and-
I'll be Clark.
No, I'm Clark.
Yeah, Clark.
You're the one that's left over.
Yeah, whatever's the one left over.
Well, there's only 4 left. So you could be the enforcer for any one of the other.
Well, no, there's 4 of us. So when there,
Preston's
Oh,
the 4th
yeah, yeah.
player.
Oh,
for
okay.
lives.
Yeah, so it's the
Okay.
three of us.
So you just get to fight.
yeah, you get to fight.
You get to fight to the death.
Yeah.
I should play poker. I have a great poker face.
Oh.
All right, so you sit down at the table. All of you are professional criminals. You're
Yes,
not
we
used
are.
to working with materials, especially uplifts. You don't tend to like them most often than not. They have their uses. So what do you say? Let's role play this out before we start rolling dice.
Oh,
There's an octopus saddles up to the table in a top hat.
God, who let the zoo doors open? Oh, I'm sorry, that was rude. I mean, didn't the sushi chef know to, kill it
Like,
before?
oh, if I had credit every time someone made that joke to me, I'd have a lot of money. I would.
because it's true.
Oh no, it would be.
Hopefully you'll be bringing
And you
some
would
of that
have
money
plenty
tonight.
of hands to handle money with.
So was it 18 or 21?
No, well,
That's like,
you're,
besides, if you
what about
lose
your
this
line?
one, that just means I get lunch.
Okay.
Oh, you wouldn't want me. You have no idea where I've been.
That just makes it more exciting.
Ew. No, that's not even a cannibalism joke for me. Seriously, I could have things inside of me that you would have no idea.
He's right. You could have all kinds of deadly parasites or viruses. We should space him just to be sure.
It is only way to be sure.
Yes. No, but seriously.
It's like, oh, the banter about this table is just awesome.
What I want to know is like what Nine Lives is thinking. I mean, just are they? I mean, I know they pulled out of here real quick. Are they just like fuck it? Our new strategy is to lose everything, everywhere. at all
I never
times.
want to know what is their kind of crazy.
Oh my god, they're pathetic. I mean, this is just so sad. I feel almost sorry for them. Is there a donation page? Is there a charity set up that I can?
It's like,
send some
yes,
credits
it's like,
to?
yes. And,
Is there a coin slot in back of your spider?
actually, yeah, like, yes. He's like, yes, there is a charity you can donate to. It has the same name as my bank account.
Oh,
I mean, they're using tiles, but you have to make sure nobody cheats. So you're the impartial gambling.
So are we going to banter all night, or that's like little schoolgirls, or are we going to play?
We're good to play. I just was wondering when the refreshments was going to show up and or the actual player is going to show up. I mean, we have the refreshments here, but anyways, because I'm getting hungry. I don't know. I feel like sushi. Does anybody else feel like sushi? I feel like sushi.
All right, so here's the thing. It's at 100 credits a point. You can push that up if you want to, but that's a persuasion check. But only if you want to.
This is your own money,
since
Tom.
they're egging their on, you can... It was like, well, let's make it 1,000 a point. You can
Yes, I will do that.
All right, yeah.
Let's put your
make
money
a,
where your beak is.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, and 33 crit.
All right, I'm mind controlling all you NPCs.
No!
What are you?
You're
what are
the
you,
worst GM of all.
you will agree to it, but what are you going to suggest?
This,
Please make it like a nice round number.
I'm 666 credits per point.
just, no, it's
Point
like,
seven
just,
high.
no, just,
times
it's like,
100.
all this talk about cannibalism just makes me feel good about this, but really, 100 a point, seriously? 1,000 a point's what you all meant to say, right?
Like I'm going to take that from a fucking lower life form.
Yes, let us put money where
You
your
should
beak
be in the ocean being eaten by
Say it in
sharks.
the accent.
Point for that. You get a moxie point for that.
For this guy?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, the spineless one has the most balls at the table. I say we let him go.
I always enjoy octopus balls.
All right.
You wanted banter.
All right, that was bantery. That was very bad. So we're at 1,000 credits per point. So the way it works, as I said, you roll gambling. You can get up to a 30 in margin of success or margin of failure. Then we roll for the actual game. You roll a D100. That's how many points you got in the game. You get to add your gambling roll or subtract your gambling roll. So go for your gambling roll.
So he's trying to get as close to his exact gambling skill as he is, right?
Yeah.
All right, 58 out of 70.
All right, so you got a plus 30 to whatever you roll now. So all of you roll D100 to see how you perform in the game.
Okay.
I'm not rolling the randomized.
Oh, wait. Before I say that.
Yeah.
Critical failure means that you lose on a draw or a pass. And in Mahjong rule, that means you pay double.
Did you watch the
points.
Mahjong anime?
If you critical success, that means you either don't pay that round if you still lose point-wise, or you win double because you win on a risky maneuver.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, I got... what are our skills?
Yeah, we don't know.
you don't have skills. You're rolling for points now.
Okay.
I
got
didn't skill
3.
out the NPCs. Because if this goes to a fight, everyone dies.
Okay.
So you got a 3.
Yeah.
Oh man, Fat Yuri fucking sucks. What do you have?
72?
Wait, can I spend that moxie to turn it to 30?
72.
71.
71. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 57 57 out of 70.
Well, no, not...
So
doesn't-
no, that's just how many points you got. Add 30 to that.
Oh, and
No, roll. You mean roll again, right? Or is he
No.
made his gambling check now? Doesn't he need to make another?
He
check?
made his gambling checks. That's how many I add or subtract at the end of his roll.
Okay.
so, I need to roll for that.
Yeah.
97.
Okay, so Tom wins the game. You only pay 3,000 credits. So everyone keep track of your own math. You bought in at 10,000 credits.
Okay.
Once you bust out, it starts moving to favors, and then you get what you want.
So since
You
I
can't
got a
always do what
72
you
and I
want.
lost, I'd have to pay him 72,000 credits.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm already out. Or okay.
And I'd be 71, so
You're
that,
out
yeah.
a lot.
72,000?
Yeah, that's 72 times 1,000.
Holy God.
If I suck so much...
He persuaded it much higher. If he'd lost, you'd have been in deep fucking shit. But
You got banged now.
you start burning
Hey,
red like
hey.
crazy. But you got a lot of credits. So there's that. So those you two busts, so roleplay that out. The octopus just took you to the house. Fat Yuri, I'll say he was a wonderful
that's bullshit.
player.
You were cheating. Those tentacles.
No, I
You're
assure
flipping
you all.
tiles.
It
You're
was-
cheating.
I assure you all, I was watching the table. It was perfectly fine. I'm the dealer.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Let's
Made
make
a
things
powerful
simple.
enemy this day, Storm.
Apparently, sushi has made carry
All right,
out
no,
out
you
of
can't storm him out. I'll say you're NPC, so I'm still mind controlling you.
Yeah.
So I will say you're both going to buy back in, but at rep.
Okay.
And that means that if he wins again, you get the favor.
Okay.
But you get to choose which one you ask. Fat Yuri, you get to play. You 3,000. You wipe your butt with 3,000.
I wiped my butt with that's 3,000.
I broke it.
So the money's transferred. They're going to buy back in for the next round.
So
On
wait,
the
does that mean he
fights,
has 143,000 credits?
yeah, he has a lot of credits.
Wow. Okay.
I'm trying to build up the death fund
Hey, if you buy me one of those morphs, it's really good at
in
boning
this
all the
round
test.
because there is there's nothing in the source book on how you handle the fact that they fucking lose everything. So the death fund is being started. So there's that. You're at the fights. Everyone roll at the fights. Roll. You roll gambling. If you make it, you get +5 to your rolls.
Okay.
You roll, and they all roll deception.
Yes, made it.
I'm
45.
not here.
I know. But
Okay.
you roll deception. You roll deception. You
That's
have
not
to look like
deception?
a weak man.
Oh, yeah.
You want to look like a pansy.
Yeah.
I'm spending moxie to make it exactly 60, which is my deception.
No, I don't make my deception.
What'd you
Actually, what is...
Okay,
I
it
rolled
just means
up
you don't get a
6,
bonus
but
on
I'm
the odds.
switching it to 60.
I made it.
Okay, so that'll be. I'll say the odds are now 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
How'd you deceive people? Roleplay that out.
I'm just continuing to be a massive airhead.
No, you have to make him sound like he's the worst fighter ever, right?
Oh, it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'm going to pretend to be drunk and talk about the time that I beat him arm wrestling.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, I say it's 3-1 now because I said 0.5. Okay.
I could totally do the death match too, because I could fight like when I fought him and it's not
All right, that's good. How are you deceiving people, Bartley?
I'll tell him the
Are you
time.
walking around subliminaling everybody?
No, because that hurts me.
This guy
It's
sucks.
not
This
the
guy
droids
sucks.
you're looking for. Blood just coming out of your ears.
No, I'll just tell him about the time he got beaten up by a case morph. That had what's the name of the Scurrier biomorph.
You got beat up by a flying squirrel. Okay.
And
And you're trying to look weak, but you're just too
I gotta find the
badass.
XP of that. We should
You're
show
too
that.
badass to look weak, so your deception fails. So on the big board, they put up a silhouette of you. You're going to be the big reveal later on once the death match ends. But there's still a question mark in the other one, but they change it. Everyone gives me a kinesics check. No.
No.
Any bonus to that?
Yes.
No. Kinesics, it's a silhouette.
Did you make it?
Yeah, 16
Okay.
out of 40.
Oh, I gotta spend
Man,
it.
that head looks big on the silhouette.
Oh fuck! Is that how can I check to see if that's a remade or?
Why is his head so big?
You don't know. It's probably not human in terms of morph.
Maybe it's a gorilla.
Well, I thought biomorphs only, right?
Yeah, maybe it's a gorilla.
No sense.
Oh, okay, no sense. So it could be a gorilla. Can I check?
This is Rome, bitch.
I
You don't get to
borrow
choose
yours?
what you
Yeah, you
fight.
can borrow that book.
You got shot gloves, you'll be fine.
We have a death fund.
We don't know that, but...
So the man of the death match has been scheduled for tonight at the end of tonight's MMA championship. We think you'll all be pleased with our combatants, and cheers. There's lots of anticipation, things going on. So it's 3-1 at 18,000. How much you bet? They fight. So you are requested up on the catwalk.
Hold it. Let's see if I get it.
So you go up to the catwalk. There's some very large
I'll
Fury
shake my
marks-
little tush on the catwalk.
Fury marks up there. Weapon for inspection.
Shot gloves.
So you get in the shot gloves. One of them looks at clothes. Strip. So you are naked on the catwalk. He says these look good. So you can put the shot gloves on. There's a chain with a rusty piece of metal hooked to it. They draw back the dialed eye of the vat, and hold on. It's a pretty long drop. And you are slowly lowered into the pit. So you're there first. You hear a voice. It's a tinny speaker. Warm up. It gets to the crowd attack. Yeah. So give me an unarmed check to see how well you shadow box.
61 out of 70.
Yeah,
Yes.
they love it. You are
Good.
looking good. You are stretched. You are
Hold
so
on.
limber and greased up and ready to go.
That may be overwhelming, but
Sorry.
So the announcer comes on.
Dude, make them dance. Make the pecs dance.
Tonight we have a hell of a show for you tonight in Gerlach. For the big prize of a boon from our sponsors and a likely sponsored gladiatorial place on Pavarti, one of the most decadent habitats in the inner system. Tonight, as our challenger, we have Gerard Hume from Earth. Yeah.
I know that guy!
Facing a crowd favorite and four-time winner of the MMA tournament here at the Gerlach Tryouts. You know her. You love her. Le Acto Muerte! You see the chain lower. You are fighting the biggest fucking octopus you've ever seen. With vibroblades and 2 arms.
Oh my god.
Dude, I would fuck her senseless. Oh, yeah.
And we'll
response to
pause the
everything we
scene
need.
there. So back to the Mahjong game.
Well, you get a bonus to your initiative. You'll need that because
Actually, silly
you
question.
hate her.
The
Plus
orcs
10
aren't in
relief.
communication with each myself and I'm
Plus
not
2 to
or-
No, you can't.
They'll just absorb
I think
that when I
plus 2.
absorb it back.
Yeah,
in.
you'll have to. It'll absorb when you re-enter.
Oh, man.
So you only
Or
get
when you
bonus
die.
get.
Yeah.
which is the reason you took stress values.
Yeah.
Because you are doomed to die.
Doom!
He's a fork.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to get reintegrated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You cease to be an autonomous consciousness.
Forks don't matter.
So back at the Mahjong game, we'll repeat again. So they're pissed they bought in. So make another gambling check. Same thing as before.
I'm gonna get fucked.
Get knife fucked to death by an
64 out of
octopus.
70.
All right, so you get another plus
I wish
30.
you didn't have a spine.
So roll for the game.
This is how many points we get?
This is how many points you get. You add 30 to that.
I will break you.
I didn't do so bad this time.
What'd you roll this time?
75.
100.
Well, that's not the amount of points you get. That just means you're probably going to win.
20.
20.
27.
75.
All right, so Yuri, you pay out 20 times. So you give him 20,000 credits.
Booby.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys still can't afford gate time. So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. It sounds like a lot of credits, but
We can always go to the hippie one.
space inflation is brutal. You guys, Clark and Mahjong both owe 10 level 5 favors to you, Preston. So you choose who you're going to call your marker in. They're pissed. So the game's over. You're not going to buy it anymore because it's Octopus is taking the cleaners.
God, this is like one time my.
So you can role play
fuck up
this,
the
and then you
benefit
can
of the
decide
group.
who you ask. So that's a big thing, and I'll take over the NPC for that.
Maybe I should just have Tom roll for me.
Too late now, Jason.
So yeah,
Now remember, you can use Fray or you can use your unarmed skill to block hand-to-hand attacks.
well you're rolling Mahjong. Now.
Go with anonymous leader here.
I was
Go
just
with
giving
anonymous
them
leader.
in deathmatch.
The Cephalopod just took everything you own,
Well, no, I mean not. Well, the very
and you hate 9 lives. So
Yeah.
and you hate Octopi, and then
Yeah.
and you hate uplifts too, probably.
Just consequences will never be the same, man. You done goofed up. You're gonna down. Something.
My friend, please, come on. That is hardly the place. This is like it's a game.
Can't you see? He's a ringer. He was genetically engineered from birth to be the ultimate Mahjong player. The tentacles are giving him a bonus. He is the one. No mortal can beat him in Mahjong. He has a multi-dimensional engine in his mind that
I'm
only
just going
does
to take the
Mahjong.
tentacles like, what?
Exactly, and he's all but admitting it now. These are over. We're never playing again. Not until 9 Lives bans Octomorphs. They're obviously cheating. They're too powerful. It's unbalanced. Nerf Octomorphs.
You talk
I'm drunk. I'm kidding.
far too much.
It's like, and I'm drinking vodka. Fuck off.
Vodka.
So yeah,
You need to calm down. Have a drink. Have some dip.
yeah, exactly. So, or I'll storm out at this point.
well, no, wait. You'll have to stay for the favor. That's done privately. But one of the dealers comes up. Says, "Ladies and gentlemen, that game seems fairly and other." I apologize. That game seemed fairly intense, but you forgot the order of business for the night. What shall we do among the new aerostat the Shack is developing? Who will gain territorial dominance over it? That was the purpose of this meeting, as I was told to remind you. Remember, this is a diplomatic game. The game is a pretense to make things nice and easy in Venus. They play Mahjong first, they bring out the plasma rifles later. So there's a new aerostat going up on the Shack. You guys decide right now who gains criminal control over it.
Yuri does.
Wait, you could use that to call in a favor, even more favors, like.
9 Lives doesn't want it. I just
Yeah, for
want
example, you could say, yeah, 9 Lives could give it up in exchange. We have some errant ducklings. We want someone to find, we want them found.
Well, that'd be multiple favors. Like, if
Yeah.
you want 9 lives to get the habitat, or if you want the information, because whoever you realize you want the information from is going to know that you're not from 9 lives.
Right,
But they still owe you the rep
right.
because of the game.
You know what? Yuri was.
But you can claim it for 9 lives and then never tell 9 lives who has it. So, or you can
everybody-
use the boon for yourself and give it
So
to
everybody
another
else
cartel.
will keep the fuck away from it because it's 9 lives.
It'll
and
be a
lives.
crime-free aerostat for at least until they realize that no one is on there.
That's interesting.
Or you could use it to get a massive favor from yourself later.
Actually, they can keep in crime off.
Well, we
this
need to
one, rather than
find
firewall
Kim.
systems.
Yeah, you got to use one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got one from winning the game, right? And he could gain another one for giving up the arrow staff.
You got 2 because you both
oh,
owe
okay.
him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So he has
You both
3.
burned rep because he just stomped the shit out of everybody. 'Cause,
I only busted once.
And dude, and if I gave it to Yuri, I could actually have favors from all 3 of them.
you could do that.
Right.
You got to burn one now.
So, or you gotta, so...
Because I really don't want to have any part of that crime shit.
Well, you don't want to get... Fuck 9 lives. They don't deserve
Well, I would burn it now rather than later because whoever you ask
No,
about
which means I'm going to have to use one of them right now, but if I give
but whoever you ask about when after you've gone is going to know that you are
So-
probably not of 9 lives and got into the game under false pretenses.
Yeah, so, like,
So
I
if
would
you burn
be
it now, you've got it. If you
okay,
don't burn
dude,
it now,
okay.
it might not be.
Okay, how about this? I do it with Yuri, so I essentially gave him that.
Do it with Yuri. Whoa.
Well, give him I recommend him for it. So get a favor from him, but I didn't humiliate him as much as I did, those 2.
Yeah.
And so he would then know that I wasn't, but he'd have no reason to say anything.
So you're basically going to have to do this for persuasion. You have to discuss a reason
Because
why
their
Yuri should have it,
organization
and you don't think your
was
organization
very
should have
fun.
it. So maybe you don't have the resources right now.
Well, you're pulling out and turning
You
to
don't
web
think it's going to be
development.
profitable. For
Yeah,
you
actually,
to
no,
get
dude, right?
area.
Yeah, that's it. Like, so it's like we're actually, so as you can tell, it's like we're largely pulling out of a lot of this station. Wouldn't behoove us to try to have to control that. So that
All
would
right,
be
so
my
roll a persuasion check.
Yes, that is a 46 out of 70.
All right, so you convince him. So that'll be that. You're going to burn basically your other favor with him to give it to Yuri.
Yeah.
So
And that way, so he's the one that knows.
So
I'm not part
who's
of it.
going to be on your voting block to give it to Yuri? Who are you making because of the game to vote for you with Yuri?
Oh, like me, because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, him.
Well, it doesn't matter. This is the closest criminals get to honor. If you welch on a bet, it's going to look really
We
bad.
will not invite you to the table again.
Yeah,
And also,
so you can
You
pick
will
whoever
not-
you want. So who's going to
will
help
not
you
come- you will not have
win?
access
So
to
Night
funds
Control,
next
Night Cartel will have control of this new habitat that they're building.
Yes, we will.
But this is going to, and then whoever's left gives you the information.
That's right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
So you decide that, and we're at the fight. So it's very quiet
Octopus
in the vat, but you guys can see everything that's going on with sound. It's a Faraday cage, though. It's ultra soundproofed. It's just you and the octopus, waving back and forth with her.
Dude, could you totally get me some
monofilament swords?
posters?
I thought they were
Vibroblade swords, which are revved up and ready to
If
go.
she doesn't die, it is him.
And there's that. So,
I don't really know anything about that
do
guy.
you want to say anything? You want to roleplay anything, or you just want to go at it once you hear the bell?
Oh, I'm just.
In the zone.
Are you all drugged up? Do you like we gave him
Oh, yeah.
drugs, right?
Yeah, I gave him kick and murder.
My initiative is 17.
Kick.
TNK.
Okay.
TNK,
I'm
go
going
on.
to need this
Go Team
for
Venture.
my...
Go team, go team, go.
Crack.
All right. Battle between man and beast. Who will
Hey,
win?
hey. Let's calm down. That's not a beast.
Beast
That's
and
our-
also Beast.
Bets are final in 5,
It's the Beast Wars.
4, 3,
And
2.
and our bet's already sustained. So
Yeah,
okay.
1.
That's
You hear a klaxon ring.
No.
So here you go. You are.
So you're
ready to go.
At the
So
last minute.
he has got.
What was his name again?
Jerome, I think.
Yeah.
So roll initiative.
Fine, that's a strong name.
Yeah, D10 plus your initiative.
I already rolled it.
There's
So
a
17.
mall.
Okay.
All right. So you have 17.
He has a
How do
speed
you
of
do that
3
joke?
too. So
Yeah, speed of 3.
All right.
what's her speed?
Speed 2. She's jacked up on drugs as well.
Drugs!
It's pretty standard.
Woo!
So it's
Glad we
you've
thought
got
of that.
swords in both hands.
Yes.
So
You'll have to make addiction checks afterwards, assuming you survive. So.
I figured. It's fine.
It's okay though.
They're
have
willpower based. So.
We'll have something on it.
The thing about shock is on page 204. If you want to read the rules for shock attacks, I'm looking at it right now. It's basically your durability, current
Yeah, I have to
durability.
make the durability times 2.
No, it's durability plus energy armor.
This is what I was actually
Ah.
looking
And then I roll at her a shot. So she is rolling her first round and make a fray, because she makes it, on her ink attack. She's going to try and blind you.
for. No problem. 72 out of 80.
Whoa!
Alright, so a spray of hot ink comes shooting out towards you. You duck out of the way and move in. So what's your attack? What are you doing?
Boom, boom.
Shock glove.
Alright, so you get 1 melee per action round.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm getting a good XP of this. Preston's gonna love it.
Well, no, you're just getting a video request. He's the only one who can do the XP.
Yeah, but I'm getting XP of me watching it.
62 out of 75.
Okay.
Look, as long as we get a stack, we'll have a good XP out of it.
Yeah, because this fight could be over if she fails one of those durability checks.
And we will be
Crazy
in
ass
a
fray.
considerably vulnerable position if we
Come on, baby.
lose
62 out of
this.
75.
They'll take our money and
Oh,
that'll
she
be
fails
it.
a fray.
All right, so it's
Some of
1d10
us may
plus
need that money.
3 plus shock.
There are plenty of ways to get more money.
Plus, I put my
1d10
my
plus 3.
reputation on the line as a
Yeah. For
purveyor of the
damage.
gambling
1d10.
honors.
4.
4 plus 6, so
7.
and there's
7
no
plus
armor
whatever
'cause you're
the shock
naked.
is.
Yeah. Well, she could have had bioweave. But it's energy armor, so. Or I guess no, the punch would be kinetic.
It takes 1. It takes 1. Does 1 wound to her, but she ignores it. And let's
Because
roll
of
a shot.
That's current durability, not max, but yeah.
She makes it with a. Yeah, so
That's okay. Now, another thing, Jason, you could
No, I
also
have speed of 3.
Yeah, so you get 3 actions per round. And one thing you could do is spend 1 action to do defense, gain plus 30 in all further fray checks with that round, and then do 2 attacks. Now, you already attacked once.
Well, I just did a fray and I did a punch.
Well, fray's automatic. I'm
Fray's
taking-
automatic.
It said you could bypass one of your
if you do
actions.
full defense, you get plus 30 to your fray.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then you
okay.
could make 2 more attacks, but you already attacked this round. Or
Right.
attacked
The
this
next round.
But she'll get another attack because she has speed 2, and then you'll get 2 attacks.
All right. So, okay, she's gonna get a plus 10 because she has reach advantage because he's a gigantic octopus.
She is.
She's gonna roll to hit you
Should have
with
just gone in
one
there.
of the swords. So, she's got a skill of 70. She rolls a 14. So make your fray.
You just need to beat a 14.
32 out of 80.
Yeah.
All right, you duck as one of the swords goes whizzing above your head. It's coming around
Pretty
with a
dangerous.
very very wild swing. So it's your
This is
turn.
awesome.
So you get 2 more attacks before the next round.
Before the next
So
round.
just go ahead and make 2 more.
Naked man versus naked octopus.
40 out of 75.
I know.
Tom's like, why wasn't I here?
She reads
There
it.
was a fire.
Right, she rolls 69.
Okay.
And then this is your
Third
speed
one.
3.
Yeah.
55 out of 75. Which is a
Looks like we
crit.
have a cowboy.
Oh, it's a crit. Yeah.
Oh, it is a
55.
crit. So that is she can still make fray.
Oh, she
It's
does.
just
He does plus
armored
5 damage
feet.
because margin of success is over 30.
Yeah,
I forgot.
but she can still make fray.
If she'll have to get a critical too.
She
won't
doesn't
she?
get crit, so she does not.
Okay.
So yeah, roll and then plus 5.
Grab her
Okay, so that's how the crit rolls.
Yeah, just
brain.
Well, they're also armor defeating, but she's not wearing armor, so
Right.
that's a main
Or
advantage.
naked. 10
So 18.
plus, 18 plus shock.
Okay, so that's 18 damage plus shock.
Fucking Shuriken.
She makes the durability test.
Damn.
Oh, with the minus 18? Wow.
Yeah, so she got that.
She's got to take another wound or something.
Yeah, she's gonna take one.
What's your wound threshold, Tom?
Huh?
Your W2?
That 6.
6? Oh, wow. So she's taken like 3 or 4 wounds.
Yeah, she's taking 3 wounds. So
So she's
she's at minus 20 now per round.
Damn. Whew.
So
Big money,
she
big money,
is
big
going
money.
to
Go ahead,
Next
spin
round.
this turn. This is the next action. By the way, you were just seeing a lightning
Yeah.
blur of movement as this
I've
man
got enhanced vision.
Duck-
Mental speed, I can watch that
ducks
shit in
blade
slow-mo.
and yeah, it's slow mo
He
for
slows
you.
I'm in the front row, I'm like, yes.
It's screaming, everyone's cheering, it's awesome. Nobody expected the guy who was just going in to punch with his fists to be able to do this.
Mike Tyson punch out action right here.
So she's
was a
got
boxer.
3 wounds.
His
and
reflex is
then-
500 times that of Mike
Can I see
Tyson.
an XP of this later? I kind of want to see this at speed.
Yeah, HD.
So she's going to spend this round to
You
go
can see
on
mine if I
full
survive.
defense.
Ooh, promise.
So that's
So-
her first action.
That's her first action. So she's going on full defense this action. So what are you doing?
I'm going to use
Stand up.
full defense as well for one of my speed.
So
All right, so you're just circling each other.
yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
dramatic.
Yeah, the first engagement was pretty
Anybody have that
intense.
Kirk Spock fight
You
music?
blacked
Well,
the cephalopod.
I thought Ross said that like I could do.
Yeah. She did that for her first action. She has 2 actions. You have
Okay.
3 actions.
Okay.
So your first action, you do the same thing. So then
Right.
she'll have 1 attack. You'll have 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but your full defense goes because it's next round.
Yeah.
So,
Circling each other dramatically.
so your full defense lasts for this round. So that's good. You get plus 30 on Frey.
Oh my god.
She is going to attack
What's
you.
her Frey? 110
Again, she's
now.
got plus 10. So that makes her at. She's just at 60 now with her swords, but she's going to stab both swords at you.
Oh, is that what action is that? Is that just?
She's got ambidextrous. Wouldn't it work for Octomorphs to just?
Let me look. Call shots. Blah blah blah. Modify armor. I was just wondering if you had found something because I don't know anything about making 2 weapon attacks. I mean, I'm sure range of structures, suppressive fire, attack, blah 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 blah. Reach. I
Multiple
got that.
targets.
Yeah.
2-handed weapons, wielding 2 or more weapons. Here we go. Extra
She doesn't
melee.
have
Oh,
no
here we
hand
go.
penalty 'cause she's
The
got
use of
ambidextrous.
2 or more melee weapons is treated as a single attack rather than multiple. Each additional weapon applies plus 1d10 damage to the attack.
Yeah.
So she'll make an attack, but she does plus 1d10.
Okay. So she's going to roll 60, and she makes it.
Ouch.
And it's critical because it's 11.
Ouch.
So that's 2d10 plus
1d10.
1d10.
So
Plus
3d10.
Huh?
Plus 2 for her damage value bonus.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get a crit.
No, I did not.
Can't you spend a moxie to reroll?
You could, but I mean, that's...
Yeah, that's the
one-
odds are not
I'll
good.
take
It's a
the odds.
10% chance.
All right, let me roll the damage out in the open so we see it.
He explodes.
6.
6,
He's an Olympian. He's got like 40
14
hit points.
plus
Actually, he's got about 50.
14,
I've got 60.
plus 2,
Or
so
is it
that's
durability?
16,
Yeah, durability.
plus
Okay, I've got
5,
40.
so 21 damage.
Whew.
So you see, you cheer a little bit too early as both vibroblades bite in. One gets him in the shoulder, the other one gets him in the ribs, and start throwing flesh around the Faraday cage.
And I guess a great big cheer goes up for that.
Oh yeah, they love it. They think it's great. So,
I love it.
How many wounds do you have? You get to ignore 1 wound because
Yeah.
you're
Well,
Just a
I-
murder.
21 out of 40 durability. I've got
It's
wound
not doing
threshold
shock.
of 8.
So
Got wound threshold of 8.
All right, hold on.
Nobody knows how combat works.
No, he does. All right, you got 50 durability right now because of murder.
You're
So you've
right.
taken 21. Your wound threshold is
You're
8, so you've taken 2 wounds so far.
but you get to ignore 1, so you
Yeah,
get
we got
1 minus
1
10 to
at
all
1.
your actions.
Minus 10 to all actions. So
But subtract 21 from your DR, your death rate.
Yeah, so yeah.
So is
29
Yuri
you have
actually
29
overweight?
durability left.
Is Yuri actually overweight?
from the
DR.
death rating.
DR.
No, death rating is how many before your morph is totally destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Durability is your active hit points.
Ah,
So like between durability and death rating is like from between 0 and negative 10.
Right.
So,
No,
so you want
it's
durability.
pH fact.
Anyways, so you're still good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so you can make 2 more attacks.
This
now.
liver is not going.
Yeah.
all right, so you've been hit. So that was her second action.
It's pH fact. I
Oh,
rolled
my
this
second
sweet
2
and then
actions,
make
I
it
suppose.
rain.
Yeah.
45 out of 75.
She will roll
Or,
three,
well, minus 10 now, so 45
and
out of
she-
65.
She doesn't make it with the penalty
Yay!
Okay.
for her wounds.
Fucking kill her!
No.
3 plus
a
3
death
is
match.
6 plus the shock.
No, but
And we get money in
Man,
it.
I can't roll very well on the...
grab her stack, would you?
Remember, she's got to fail one of those. It's just her durability, so she's only got like a 20 to 30% chance of making it. So.
Yeah.
Buzz, buzz.
Because it really fucking sucks. They fail, they immediately lose control, fall down, and incapacitated for 1 action turn for full 10.
She just took another wound, so yeah, she's probably dead.
Roll that note just to make sure.
35?
You don't get, yeah, that's not going to make it on your ability. So she is stunned for a round.
Oh, you have 3 actions in a round.
You got 3 actions to beat the shit out of her.
Dude, just totally up. Kirk punch!
So I'll say one more punch knocks her out. If you spend the other round, you have to beat her to death to win.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
So okay.
He hates animals. And
seemingly pissed off by getting 2
No, I got hurt.
saw swords jabbed into him. He just really jumps on top of the octopus's
I do
legs to
100
pin
hand
them
punch.
down and starts beating its cranial case into paste. Everyone is fucking thrilled. They think
I didn't
this
know
is
I was
awesome.
one of these people, but this is
It's
awesome.
It's horrific. There's gore going everywhere, cheers going up.
I'm never gonna
Money's
fight
trying to
one
be
of those.
traded hand, illegal bets off the board.
Remind me again why this is a popular activity.
People are throwing tickets and
You'll understand.
I'll
more
rip
of that.
out her ink sac.
Someone
and
get my
just
money.
Splatter it everywhere.
Actually, my character's just gonna like freak out and leave at this point. I'm probably experiencing a little flashback to school. So like, just get my winnings for me. I'm just gonna run out.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so
I have to select the
I might
winners.
have flashbacks of PTSD because I probably did shit like this to get off planet.
I hope you have the comfort yoga on you, dear God.
so
What do you think just ate it? Running away.
So you win. There's a massive
Wait,
fade.
nano
So
bandage. She's
times
gonna be-
18,000 times 3. That's what you get paid.
18,000 times 3.
Hold on, it's 54,000, I believe.
36,
I'll check.
54,000,
yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So 54,000 goes in the pot because you guys are just kicking ass tonight. And
So I guess everybody gets 3 times
I'm
whatever they
kicking
put
in my metachines now.
oh yeah, it'll take a few hours to deal that. You are in agony. You'll roll your addiction check soon.
Dude, totally don't
Yeah,
make
let's
the
see what
audience
those
think
checks
you're
are.
hurt.
Yeah. So the iris on the vat opens up. You look up. You were just covered in ink and cephalopod blood and naked. You were just feeling
covered
ill.
and naked.
You look up. There's a very well dressed man in a suit at the top.
Or are you dividing that by 4 ways?
Thank you,
I'm just taking
Gerard.
back
You
my share.
performed
Times
admirably.
3.
You've made this a night that the night cartel will remember long into the future, as this is
So
our
that'd
third
be
response to the
15,000 on my
tryout.
side.
What boon may I grant you? And everyone is just waiting for you to say Pavarti. So what do
Oh
you
wait,
do?
we're in communication with each other, so we know that Tom can get her address. Can
He
we?
does not, though. He's in the Faraday cage.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
crap.
Yeah.
So you don't know anything about whether Tom's
Well, I
here
have
or
to.
not.
I have to pick her, right? That's what we came here for.
Well, actually, what we are one of you guys can be and be like, ask Tom. Well, we can find out what Tom wants. Well, no, because then we can't.
We still can't talk to him.
Yeah, we can't
Yeah,
talk to him.
we're-
So you have to do it independently.
That's
So
fine.
do what you want, Jason. Roleplay it.
It's up to you.
Well, I wouldn't know, so I'm going to just have to ask for.
Well, we can tell Tom though, so Tom would have
Yeah.
cash.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
You guys scored pretty big.
Okay, that's fine.
You did make like 200,000 credits.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean that's true. That's what all despawn for a 1 minute of getting time.
Okay, so I want to have a favor from whom? What's the?
You want to find out where Lam Kong Dong is, where she would go if she was leaving.
Yeah. I need to get the whereabouts of Lam Kong Dong, the Vietnamese, whatever.
You see the feed. You don't hear this. You guys see the video cut out really quick. It turns off. Everybody. Ah!
Oh, it cuts out right before we get. So it's on a delay.
It's on a delay.
Ah.
A member of the promoter says, "Oh, I apologize. We've had some technical services, technical problems. Luckily, it happened at this stage of the fight, where we've all had our enjoyment. So thank you very much. You will be known through the usual methods when the next tryouts are, and we will keep you in abreast of Gerard's advancement. So the cable that La Octo Morte came in comes down. You see a very well-dressed man in a suit. He walks up to you and says, "Excuse me, what did you guys?"
You heard me. The Vietnamese girl.
What do you have to do with 9 lives?
Got a score to settle.
It's more like what 9 Lives gonna have to do with me.
Well, Jason,
like-
big damn heroes.
I'm like,
You saw what I did
I'm gonna
there.
knock him down to 8.
You can use your imagination.
I'm probably going to have to Yuri, you totally rock.
Well,
I totally know that.
if you have a death wish, Gerard, it's certainly
They're saying this to
not
the guy
my job
in a
to tell
death
you not to do it.
in a death match.
He goes fishing through the octopus's bodies and remains and fishes out a staff. He starts, throwing it up and down casually. This is a strange request for a boon, but we could arrange that. This would make us completely even, though. You would not be coming back to the Night Carnival any further favors.
Make sure. I want to say make sure she doesn't know that I'm looking.
As I am making myself very much at risk by giving you this information, I also wouldn't expect this to come back to me.
Of course not.
What kind of monster do you think I am?
So,
I'm naked.
We'll get
I have
back
nothing to
that.
hide.
We'll get back to that in a moment. Who do you ask for Lancome Gun's favor?
To find out about her. Well, that's the one you're going to have to tell.
Do you ask Clark or do you ask the 14K Triad to give you the skinny on 9 lives, or do you ask ID Crew to give you the skinny on 9? The other one helps you
Addiction.
get the shack constructed aerostat for 9
Yuri.
So what does Yuri give for him?
Yuri will be grateful.
Okay.
Yuri will be very good.
But it will not be
I'm sorry,
a
very
store
good.
representing the economy
148
because he didn't lose any.
Prediction.
He didn't bust out.
Well,
No,
I mean,
he did at
it
the
would
end.
make sense to ask me, my guy, because he's the one who hates 9 lives anyways, and would be wanting to dish up.
Well, that would be Tom's decision.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna be you.
All right, so you take you ask Mahjong you say you'll clear her debt if you support your good friend Yuri, who will obviously see you all profit with this new aerostat. Yuri looks at you a bit confused, but gives you a smug smirk
Yes.
at the end. So he might be someone you talk to later.
Good.
Well,
have to
you
practice
have
your Russian.
paid your debts that you leave in a huff because your rep is gone, and I will play Clark.
Unless
now,
Ross. No,
although
Ross
you did a wonderful job. So what do you want from me?
Well, maybe
Is
you
that his
could.
Ross face?
I guess we're in private now, right?
Yeah.
Just looking for somebody. It'd be really great if you could help me find them.
Who is it? Let's just get this over with.
I give her the name that I cannot remember for the life of me.
Kim.
Dung. Lam Dung Dung.
Lam Kang Dong.
That.
Dung is her first name. In Vietnamese. So just remember Dung. Why do you need to know your own boss? You're not from 9 Lives, are you?
Like, come on now. That's
You're a
hard.
shifty fucking.
Well, I've been known to do things on occasion.
I've been known to
Sneaky.
shift.
Been known, actually, I have color shifting skin. I've been known to shift in my time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a big fan of your type, but I'm pretty impressed by this. Bullshit your way into a G-John game. Not everybody does that, and then you're doing it under pretenses. I like that. And what are you going to do to Lam Kang Dong when you find her?
Well, I don't know if I will be doing anything personally, but the individuals I hang out with most likely would bring us into this.
Now's not the time for euphemism.
I'm getting there. The individuals I hang out with will be doing not very nice things to her.
Be specific.
I wish I could, but they're
Nine
inventive.
times 3.
I like that.
Let's just say that if she isn't dead, she'll probably wish she was. Seriously, I hang out with some weird people. I'm the least weird one.
Well, as a representative of my group in this game every
Go
week,
fish.
I do have certain diplomatic autonomy. So I'll tell you this much. You keep your rep from me. You seem like a man that ID Crew wants to do business with.
Oh, indeed.
And I'll give it to you for free. Because I hate that bitch.
Well, you see, we
So
have this a cross-species thing in common. I hate that bitch as well.
Oh, let's not take it too far.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't try and put a tentacle around him.
Oh, no.
I know that they have that their front on Gerlach had access to the exterior and could be used as a docking spar, but you can't get any bulk in through there. Cognite needs some, not Cognite. 9 Lives needs some pretty big servers to get their egos in and around, and they can only dark cast so much. So they maintain a dock. They think they're clever. They maintain a dock here. It's called 9LV3. We found the intel on it a while ago, and I was holding it in my back pocket in case we never hit him. But if just some random octopus goes after him, that's completely out of my control.
Totally.
The man tells you the same thing. He finds that Nine Lives holds a large docking bay on Durlock, and they use that for their bulk shipping. And that's likely where Lamb would have to go if she was fleeing the station. But you do also know that there's an independent habitat. You work when you feel like it, and you do your taxes on your 10th day duty. So it's inefficient as shit. Going through customs and getting cleared to launch, there's a chance she's still there. So you both get that information.
I'm going to clean up.
Collect our winnings and start some shit.
So that'd be a good place to stop, probably.
Yeah, because next time will be the violencing.
So you clean up, you count your money. So how much total did you guys earn?
Well, he got 147,000 credits, and then
we got
54,000. So split. I guess we all got what we paid into it. So I got 19,500.
And I got 15,000.
All right, how much rep did you borrow of?
I have 3.
Okay, so subtract 3,000 from it to pay it back. Okay. So whatever your total is.
And then those addiction checks. Why don't we make those first? I want to see how.
Yeah.
There's 2 drugs. Let's see. Which one do you? There's kick and murder. Which one do you want to roll for? It's willpower times 3.
Yeah, no.
Tasty murder.
Doesn't matter, whichever one.
All right. How about kick then?
70. I flip it. Moxie. So it's a 7.
Okay. Burn that Moxie. You won't have that next game.
Yeah, because we're just starting right at where we left off.
Yeah.
We're probably just going to hit that right away.
Yeah. You're going to have to if you want to.
Yeah. All right. Then murder. Murder's cheap. You can afford an addiction to that. It's not that expensive.
You're used to kill things.
I got it. 30 out of 45.
Okay. So you're not addicted.
That's pretty badass. I mean, you would have lost that fight without murder.
No. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
I think
Octa Morte was... She hated humans.
Yeah.
Oh.
She wanted the money to cause her own uplift-only habitat in Venus orbit.
Oh.
That she would earn. But
Where
now
she would have brought her orphanage.
She's dead, and her cortical sack is with some stranger.
So
she didn't have to see.
Whatever we put in there times 3 is what we get back, guys?
Huh?
Is that what it is? Whatever we put in there times 3 is what we get back?
Yeah, I think that's the fairest way to split it up.
Yeah.
And then pay back whatever you owe, and then the rest is yours.
You already paid for the kick, right? That was 1,000.
Well, I mean, you have the total. Split it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
However you wish.
No,
How was the total number of credits?
Pay back for it or whatever.
All right, so
It was 54,000.
Well, then
Total
subtract
added
1,000
up.
credits.
I'll just subtract 1,000.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Kick, murder I already had.
So how many did you get, Tom?
So you get 15.
147?
147.
Yeah, 15,000.
Okay. And I got
That was all my money, too.
15.
That's fine.
Well,
You
no,
can
I
keep
did
it all
that.
you
No,
want.
I had to spend a favor to get it to get you in that game. Remember? So
Yeah, so did I.
Guys, you can not share it if you want to, but that's on you. This is your death fund.
yeah.
This is what you use to buy new
Yeah,
shit.
I'm fine with it being in the bank to buy me a new body.
Because you still can't do anything super cool with it. Gate time is 500,000 per minute.
I can get
Is it 550,000? Still, it's expensive.
I don't know if I got the
500.
systematics.
Really?
To,
Wow.
And it goes
Yeah,
up
that's
if you
what
go
I
like
teach
go
you.
to.
Or we could just spend a year and get to the fissure gate and be like,
12,250 isn't bad.
You really want to do gate crashing badly, don't you?
No, I'm just saying, fissure's the cheapest one. I mean,
So how much do you actually have, Tom, after everything's said and done?
147 with plus my original. I guess I put in 10 of my own, so that'd be plus 40. No, sorry, I had 16.
no, there weren't any odds on that. You just
No. I'm saying, but I put in some of my own money.
So you guys
into
have
this, too.
started with
291,000 credits.
60,000 credits. You got all that back
Minus
plus 147,000.
3,000.
So
Yes,
207,000.
So 288,000 credits.
I just
Combined.
kept my below those in there.
So yeah, we have some.
So actually, it's when we finally meet up.
Thad,
So how'd you
you have a
go?
case morph
What?
now.
1450 times
You have
3. Did
you have
calculate
your
that
own
out?
butler.
yeah, it's 4350.
So
Unless I
So
reintegrate
you
him, so-
reintegrate. You learned that you guys won big.
But I see the fight like,
You
God,
you
man.
run
Oh, I-
9LV3. You say it at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Well,
then-
at least it's
then-
confirmed.
Yeah, then you're on the way to
I'll
go
give you,
to
there
a
you
dock
go.
on the exterior.
Slow down.
That's probably that. and we will start there
You can feel
next
the pain.
time.
So I imagine like just like, so how'd you make out? Oh my!
Oh!
Take
He
the top
is a
out.
monster.
Such a waste.
So, yeah.
used to do
Questions,
that on
comments,
Earth.
reactions for that?
That was just like my field trip one time. I mean, nothing.
No, part of my backstory is I was MMA /
Oh, really?
Now you're a murderer.
Yeah.
So, questions,
Well,
comments,
why do you think
reactions,
I have,
none of
I
them?
had fun. That was great.
I think that kicked ass.
Yeah, it was a
I felt slightly useful at points, so that's always nice.
Tom,
I have a feeling most games are going to take the figure out where to go route and then actually go into the place and seeing what's
I always
going on.
enjoy
Oh,
funny
Preston
accent
did
time.
so well.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much custom made for Tom.
No.
Funny accent time is my favorite time.
Although I'm really waiting for the time where we basically just sit around doing nothing, going on the mesh and investigating things that way. Never leave
Well, that's
the
what you
ship.
did like to find thought. Like,
Yeah.
you just surf the net.
Gonna find the mesh version of 4chan.
We just build our own army.
Oh no! You see, that's
I can create
People and
4chan.
case morphs.
yeah. You don't want that. They'll just end up gone.
No, we just
So-
need to get a Faber and case morph blueprints, and then cheap weapon blueprints, and
You have enough money now.
Yeah, and then we could literally have an army of Aaron.
Yes, because he's not a person.
With a +2 SV every time.
No, you're not
You
gonna.
realize you're a 4. It's in the book!
You're not gonna.
You take automatic 2 SV
he's saying
every
we're
time.
not going to do that.
No, you're not going to create me into your personal Jamie Madrox. Sorry, no. Anytime he's massively multiplied himself, it's always fucked him over. That's
really
not.
great.
So next time you'll
You're
see,
very
what,
good.
you'll see what Lamb is up to.
There's a lot of interesting stuff.
If you can interrogate her, and then see what the C9 manufacturer is, and all that stuff.
Great.
Cool. Thanks.
Awesome.
See you next time.
Guys, next time.